Okay, we're good.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don,
I'm Jamae.
And I'm Jay Trent.
and today we will be discussing first round of the playoffs, future outcomes, awards. I see Jay's face, so as you can tell, the first round of the playoffs did not necessarily go well for him. Um, majority of the awards came out, at least the individual kinds. We will discuss why uh, not doing the rest of them by now is kind of dumb. Or at least not doing those kind of first before the individual ones is kind of crazy. Um, yeah. So what would we like to start with, fellas and fillettes? You want to go ahead and get your dream rant out the way?
No,
What we like to start with? Let's go 1-8, 2-7, and go from there. So I guess
Maybe
we can
let's do.
start.
Maybe let's start with the awards.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's I think that's better. I think that's better because playoffs, and then we can go looking forward and all of that.
Well, the first award that was announced, from my understanding, if I remember correctly, was it Coach of the Year or was it Sixth Player of the Year?
Most improved.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was the most improved. I was
Yeah,
wrong. Either way. Um, Veronica Burton. I need us if Veronica Burton gets second team all W, this might be one of the best most improved seasons I mean, it is one like an extraordinary season either way, but like I feel like most of the time when we think about most improved, we're arguing over like, is it harder to go from a bench player to like a manageable player, or like someone putting up a very serviceable role player, or like a very serviceable role player to like a all-star caliber player. And it's like she really went from a bench player to a all-star caliber player in one fell swoop. Um, I'm very interested to see how she'll look next season, all season, because I feel like what she did over the second half of that season was just incredible. Uh, I'm sure I mean, she looked good beforehand, but with Kayla Thornton being out, like that gave her so much more opportunity. Um, yeah, she looked fantastic. Like, yeah, at a certain point, it was like, damn, you almost feel bad for everybody who missed out on this. Dallas has missed out on a lot of things. Like, you really look at Dallas and be like, damn, you kind of looking funny right now. But that was also the old regime. So I'm gonna cut this new one some slack. Um, but yeah, shout out to her. When she was announced, I couldn't be mad. That was it seemed like a very easy pick after like July was over.
yeah. I was surprised. I guess I wasn't surprised. I would not have been surprised if it was unanimous that she had gotten it because the reason like when Kayla Thornton went down, everybody's initial thought was Golden State is going to fall out of the playoffs. Like that was she was their all star, and everybody thought that that would have been the direction they were headed in, and nobody would have you know thought that that would have been like a failure of a season for them or anything like that. But for them to stay the course and make the playoffs, it's because partially because Veronica Burton became one of the best lead guards in the league over the second half of the season. Like she was running that offense and playing both sides of the ball. So yeah, I wasn't surprised that she won it. I was fully expecting her to win it. I um I do have some beef with the way that they do the voting for most of these individual awards, but I think the correct winner was chosen here.
New team, what ranked voting, ranked choice?
Yes, I am.
Man, I don't know what. you were going to say in particular. But before you got into it, I did want to kind of read off what her numbers look like over the course of the months. Um, so in May, she played 5 games. She averaged 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and she shot 31% from the field. In June, she played 11 games. She averaged 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists from the field, and she shot 33% from the field. In July, she averaged 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And then in August, she was her best month by far. She played 13 games and she averaged 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. And she shot 46% from the field and 42% from three and 93% from the free throw line. And so she was disgusting this month, or that month in particular. Like, I think that month really solidified, like, I'm here. I'm here now. Y'all come get on my back. We're still going to playoffs. Shout out Valhalla. Valhalla, you will see a round. You may not get another 2 rounds, but you will get a round. And that's all we can ask for.
I'm not I don't know if I can't be a fan of ranked choice voting. I can't. It's the right thing to do, but I cannot be a fan of it. It robbed Alyssa Thomas of an MVP. I cannot forgive them. But I do get it, and I do think I think it's helpful for people too to kind of like see like which, like, honestly, I think it too kind of tells you like what people are thinking in terms of what people care about, I guess, or what voters care about in terms of a season. I'm not shocked Veronica won because obviously, like, we just listened to her numbers in August was crazy. Because I expected them to fall out of the playoffs, and that didn't happen. So, but I wouldn't have expected it to be unanimous though, mostly because of did Nas even get a vote? I don't think she got a vote, but I
Not
think
one,
as of
not
Ray,
not a. She did not get a single vote. Least got one, but Nas did not.
Felicia got the most
Let me
improved
see.
vote. I know I got it somewhere up here. I think Azare got the second most. Oh, Letitia
Yeah, it
Hines
was.
got
It was.
22. Jessica Shepard got 4. Dominique Malonga got 1. Oh, this is 6th player. I'm lying. Wrong group.
Yeah.
I was like,
Veronica
Letitia
Burton.
Heidemann?
Yeah. So
Wow.
so she was. Yeah, she was four. She was 4 votes off from being unanimous. Azare got 2, Leash got 1, and Letitia Heidemann got 1.
And yeah. I mean, I was advocating really hard for Azare, but like the Sparks just like would not be good. If they would at least been good, like yeah, VB also made both of them made jumps in like pretty much all the statistical categories. So like it could have been a fair fight if the fucking Sparks had any competency. But I don't know, I'm proud of Veronica Burton anyway. And then I think her sister had posted like after she got cut in Dallas, she was like continuing to work out at like the YMCA or something. Um, and so just to kind of see where she is now, I think that's super exciting. Um, I'm happy for her. And I was really like, if they had won that first round matchup, not won the matchup, but like won that second game, I was like, I actually feel like I have to buy Veronica Burton merch. Like I have to I've been anti Golden State all year, but like she's shown me something at this point, and feel like I have to support the bid, but they didn't. So I feel less compelled now. But she almost got me.
That's
I just
fair.
wanna I just wanna say, the only reason why your Azare Stevens this stuff didn't work because y'all Demon Sparks agenda went to the wrong players. Y'all committed to the bit too hard, and they ended up going to Rakia Jackson and De'Erica. That's that monkey's paw. Y'all playing around with that Demon Sparks, and they said, "All right, we go. This is what we gonna do instead."
They said, I got your demon.
Don't piss me off.
I got your demon indeed. We gonna
So,
get this Rakia Jackson MVP vote.
man, I think next was Natalie Nakase.
Yeah, coach of the year.
Yeah.
She, yeah,
Klaus Mexico got a couple of votes.
yeah. Natalie got 53 votes. Carlos Mesco got 15 votes. Becky Hammond got 2. Cheryl Reed got 2.
I really
And
feel like Carlos Mexico should have got more. I get it. I do. Honestly, once they made the playoffs, I was like, yeah, he can't win. I fear he cannot win.
yeah, it was that was when it became clear. I said I have to be honest with myself because y'all know I was on here banging the table saying Carlos Mesco is the coach of the year. The Atlanta Dream have won twice as many games as they did last year. When Golden State made the playoffs, I said, "Oh, that is over." Natalie Nakase, come get your award.
It's
There's
crazy.
not much to discuss.
It's
There's
one of
a
the
Yeah, so it looked like that's why the voting splits look so nasty, and that might be why I'm team ranked choice voting because Carlos Mesco numbers will look way better. But 53 to 15, that look crazy. It does.
the dream. Carson Mesco probably would have won Coach of the Year in majority of other seasons, but it's like y'all were fighting history with even greater history. It's like
I mean,
this is one of
yeah,
the
and that's why I
greatest.
can't
This is
even.
one of the greatest seasons in Atlanta Dream history. Y'all won the most games ever, but an expansion team has never made the playoffs. It was like, but it's like, damn, this is cool for y'all, but this is cool for the league.
It was
I was,
crazy too because they're both like first year head coach. It was like, damn, like he really showed up off the street and was like, I'm taking them to. They got their like first playoff win. I mean, I know that didn't matter beforehand, but like Carlos Mesco has done so much in this little 3 months, and they just pull his ass off the street. And Natalie said, "Actually, we're gonna go to the playoffs."
like,
And
that's,
Natalie All
that's,
Star and Natalie All Star got hurt right after All Star break. It was just like, damn. And she still went to playoffs. This is hers.
the stars were aligned for Golden State. I can't be mad. I am gonna have some smoke for Carlos Mesco in a minute, but for now, I do want to give him some credit because we were this close. We were this close to having a coach of the year season. So
They might run it back and give it to him next year. Just match your win total. We'll see.
we're gonna need
I just want to say, Becky Hammond getting any coach of the year votes is fucking crazy.
No,
That was
bro.
some
No, bro.
that was
That
some real
lady, they
to.
went
playing
Now,
here
on
on
a
Arlington.
16. They went on a 16 game run to
No,
win.
bro.
Like, no, bro. She went. They lost by 53. But them motherfuckers never lost again. Like, I like no shade. I have to Becky get behind me because
I
you
don't
we cannot give Asia credit for that without giving Becky credit for that. Because she really could have like she could have sabotaged them in
I
theory.
don't think I don't think that Becky is obviously an amazing coach, and this is not me attributing all of what we did to Asia. I think this is me uh being pro ranked choice voting because if they would have did Natalie, Carl Smesco, and then Becky, I'd have been like, okay, I can see that. But like Becky over Carl Smith go or Natalie kind of looks like. I mean,
Bro,
I guess
she went from the 8 seed to the 2 seed in a
it was
month, bro. You have
it
that is
was it was her
if
fault that they
nothing
was the
else,
A
that's
seed.
coaching material, bro.
It was
Like,
her fault they was the A seed. She was part of
was
the
it
problem.
though? Hold on. Now let's back up. Let's back up.
Well,
How?
she part of the problem. She go. She part of the problem. She part
Oh,
of
so
the program.
she can't get the credit for the success, but she gotta get the credit for
I
the
just said
ass.
she's a part of this. She's a part of the success, but she's also
notice.
part of failures.
When the Aces were losing, it was somebody give Asia some help. When the Aces started winning, it was Asia's the MVP.
Get your conspiratorial nonsense out of here.
No, bro.
Listen, when the season started and we were playing like shit, it was what the hell is there? When it was Asia leading our team in every statistical category. I guess, and we'll get to that when we talk about MVP. But people were acting like Asia was coasting all season. It was like these niggas aren't coasting; these niggas are playing like ass. Like it's not.
No, they were bad. They
The
were
Aces were coasting, but this is Asia was not. So like, and that's why I'm saying, obviously the players should play on the court, and we always talk about like I don't know what these niggas be doing in practice because we're just not there. But Becky is a part of that, unfortunately. And so I think if it was ranked and she was like third, I would have been like, yeah, that's cool. But
I
just
mean,
giving her
technically she is
just
third.
giving her
I
just
guess
giving
it's
her
just the
She
two
fact,
didn't
the
win.
fact,
She
the
wasn't even
fact that
close to winning.
it's just the fact that two people gave her a first place vote. It's just like
y'all
I don't
wasting
know,
that shit.
y'all.
Y'all
Well,
wasting
It's
she
like
they
it
she
feels.
was
wasting
a
It's
they
funny
cover
because
wasting
2
time.
seed. That's a
it's funny
legitimate
because
vote.
Wasting
it
time.
feels like it feels like it was somebody was like, she's not gonna win it. I'm gonna just make sure her name up there.
But she got to get a nod. Somebody has to give her the nod for the run they went
Listen,
on.
I think Rakia done spilled some shit. I think niggas getting dinners. And if niggas getting if I'm voting for something that's obvious,
I'll
and
throw a
I'm
name in there.
I
I throw.
like
I am
if
not
it's
ethical. I am not
nigga,
ethical.
if it's 70,
For right now, I will take a bribe.
if it's 75
I will put
voters,
your name. That's why we need ranked choice voting. I will put your name on my ballot.
if it's 75 voters for something, and I'm pretty sure 70 people are gonna vote for one person, let's go dinner. Go dinner. That's what you about. That's what you doing. Let me go ahead and slide that in there. Who got a DPOY vote last year? Courtney Williams?
Courtney Williams.
Courtney Williams, let's go to town. You can say you got a DPOY. I got you. I got you. Like, it's for obvious stuff like that. I feel like
But
we
honestly,
didn't crack the code.
it's fine that the 1 seed and the 2 seed coaches both got coach of the year votes. It's fine. They both got 2 votes. Nobody thought they were gonna win it, which is funny because that might be where the voter fatigue is at. The voter fatigue might be for coach of the year because Cheryl Reeve could win it every year.
No, really though, but this actually probably should have been the year that Cheryl actually won. Like
she
probably should have actually won this season. I feel like we talked about the Minnesota was on like historically good. Like we talked about the fee on off numbers, all of these things. Minnesota was what 6 games ahead of the next team.
Yeah, I think that they ended up 4 games ahead. But like I put it like this: the fee missed 11 games. Minnesota lost 10 games.
Like, come on, like this actually
if we
could have
be
been her year.
if we being honest, the best coach is not really up for debate. Like it isn't. But coach of the year. But you have to reward the season that Golden State had.
It's history. It's her fault. Niggas doing all this nice shit during historic seasons. That's your fault. You should have done this last year. You wanted that shit so bad.
Did she win last year?
She won it last year.
Okay, well then we good. She good. She chilling.
She don't. Cheryl Reeve ain't missing out on no Coach of the Year vote. Like she got enough. She got enough awards. I fear, but like this really, I mean, this really could have been her year.
Try again next year, nigga. You gotta know. 6th player of the year. Your girl, Big Nas. Nasty Nas.
Nas deserved this. I'm so glad. The 6th player of the year campaign became very evident early on in the season to me. So, and she stood on it. And that is all I can ask for. I was just glad that the voters ain't do no silly shit. That's all I can ask for. Natisha Heidemann had an excellent case. I don't want to take anything away from her. I know that when we talked about it before, I said I'm not hearing it if you have anybody other than Nas Hillman as your 6th player of the year. And I still feel that way. But if you voted for Natisha Heidemann, I understand. I just don't agree. That's all.
I just want to say, oh wait, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna say no. The rightful winner won this award. She not only became a good 3-point shooter out of nowhere. She shot like 32% from 3 this season, which is not great. But considering she had only taken like 4 threes total in her first 3 seasons, yeah, I'm with that. And she was playing defense in the post every night, taking on some of the toughest matchups. She was also the vocal leader on the floor. She was essentially the 6th starter. And once BG went down, she became the 5th starter. And she earned that. And our lineups the Dream were a better team when Nas was on the floor.
Wake that up, though. Wake that up for her becoming the 5th starter because the girls were mad that Nas started 40% of the games. And what the fuck is a 6th player award is if you cannot be a starter if your name is called upon. I don't like, let's put it on.
This is what I was about to get on my soapbox about, as a matter of fact. Because I feel like people were just finding things to complain about at this point, especially because they feel like the Lynx didn't. The Lynx had an amazing season and didn't get rewarded.
Yeah, it's because they saying because Natisha Heidemann came off the bench in every game that she should be the 6th player of the year. And it's like, I get what you're saying, but no.
My thing is this, is that there is a reason that because I feel like people brought that up a lot more when the MVP stuff came around, because it's like, oh, y'all are holding Fee missing 11 games against her, but not Nas, who started 40% of games. And it's like, these are 2 separate things. It's like, this is exactly why the NBA made a rule where you are not eligible for certain awards if you miss a certain percentage of the season. Because if you miss a certain percentage of the season, people can, like, if there's not a concrete number of like, if you miss as many games, you aren't eligible, people are going to go based on what they want to and just go from there. With 6th player of the year, there's an explicit rule of, as long as you play more than 50%, at least 50% of the games off the bench, you are still qualified for this award. If it would have been, if you play at least 30 games, you can still win MVP, I'm sure they wouldn't have held that stuff against Fee like that. But because that's in the subjective thing and people value availability, and there's no one to say, hey, people who miss this many games or this percentage of games are eligible for this award, people could just be like, she missed 11 games. That's a lot of games. Like, it's just, the people who are trying to compare these things are just, it's one of those things that sounds really smart until you think about it. It's
it sounds good it sounds good when you don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's like next season, maybe when they do their the Players Association and the owners, they can come up with, if you are eligible for certain awards if you play this many games. And I feel like that will remedy a lot of issues like this if this ever comes to the, which I'm sure it will, because that's just naturally basketball. It just comes with injuries. But like, if there's not a concrete number for people to cut off certain things at, people will make up their own. And that makes sense to me because there's no rule about it.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's like you can't argue about imaginary criteria when the real criteria is right there. Like we don't have anything to talk about. Like it's okay.
If someone wrote a genuine article saying they held Nas starting 40% of games against her, I would find it very silly because all she needs to play is at least 51.
Mind you, Nas played every game this season. She played every game and she started 17 games. Are you saying a player should not qualify for sixth player of the year because they started 17 games out of 44? Like when you say that out loud, you hear how ridiculous it is.
It's
I
only
really do want
ridiculous
to know
when
who
it's
came up
not
with
your
that though.
agenda.
Because like it feel like Twitter does that thing all the time where they like somebody says something once and everybody keep repeating it like it's a good thought. But like I really want to know who sat down and came up with that because like they couldn't have said it out loud. They could not have said, "Oh, Nas Hillman started 17 of 44 games." And even if you just looked into it for half a second, you would realize that, oh, one of their starters got injured. Who's going to replace her? They're forward. Your fucking center guy, like, who's going to replace her? Nia Coffee? Like, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Imagine you're looking like halfway through the season. You're the front runner for sixth player of the year, and somebody gets hurt in the starting lineup. That this obviously your spot to fill, and your coach says, hmm, I really want you to win sixth player of the year. So I'm going to keep you coming off the bench, even though you will be the most obvious replacement. Does that not sound silly? Like, unless you are a player who specifically thrives off the bench specifically, it's just not something that it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like it's fine. Everybody just need to everybody just need to reel it in. It's okay. Go get them next time.
Yeah, and Letitia Heideman will be okay, I fear. Also,
Yeah.
Jessica Shepard got 4 votes. So y'all needed to figure out who y'all 6th woman was anyway.
And speaking of that,
Clearly some
we
conspiracy going on.
we gonna have we got something else to get into. Speaking of the Lynx faithful not being on one accord because because for the first time ever we have co-defensive players of the year because there was a tie for first place votes. Alana Smith and Asia Wilson both received 29 votes. And the reason I say what I said is because there were 2 Defensive Player of the Year votes for Nafisa Collier. And she explicitly said, vote for Alana Smith for Defensive Player of the Year. If y'all had listened to her, Alana Smith would have been the standalone Defensive Player of the Year. But because y'all can get y'all shit together, we have co-defensive player of the years, and I love that. I know some people hate it, but I love that. This is the only time I will be in favor of winner only voting because this is the funniest thing that could have possibly happened.
I was not gonna lie, I was surprised. I was shocked to see so many people were mad about a tie. I was like, at first I thought it's a bit, it's people just, there are just people who just like to be upset about things. Like, you're always gonna get those. But like, people were genuinely like, do this again. Like, this is like, they should not be equals. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that, actually? Because it's not like, and it was always framed as if the other person was just undeserving. And it's like, nobody who got a Defensive Player of the Year nod or vote, period, was undeserving. Like, everybody up there was like, okay, yeah, they're a good defender. Like, they're not even a good defender. They're a great defender. They're the top of the league defenders.
That's probably gonna be the first team, I would imagine.
What was it? Asia,
It's
Atlanta, AT,
Asia, Atlanta, AT, Gabby, and Fee.
Gabby Fee. Yeah, it's like, okay, all of them had made sense. Like, I understand why you would want to give any of them a DPOY vote. So I was really shocked to see people being like, I can't believe they will be tied. And like, this team, for Asia, it's the Aces were in eighth in defensive rating. And for Atlanta, it's like, well, she didn't lead the league in blocks or steals. So like, how dare she be at the top? And it's like, are we okay? Like, do we know that
Everybody
like
just
the like stats, the main stats that we see, well, I think they are wonderful, great. They do tell you things about basketball. Like, we really shouldn't be okay with just saying, oh, whoever's at the top of this statistical category is the Defensive Player of the Year, the MVP, the whatever. That's just such a limiting way to look at basketball. Not to mention the conversation we keep having of, it's no fun if there is nothing to talk about. Like, why even have an award for people to vote on if you're going to just say, oh, well, Asia Wilson was the blocks leader, so we're going to let her have the award. Like, damn, like, what if
That's
you're
what
just
peak
not good at shot
performers are
blocking?
for.
right. Like it's fine. And it's funny. Like, I understand that people will have their gripe with whoever's criteria. It's fine. But there's no fun in set criteria. Like, the only time set criteria is important is when it comes to sixth player of the year and how many games you played off the bench. Other than that, this is supposed to be up for discussion. Like, we can talk about it. You ain't gotta agree with me. You just gotta hear what I gotta say.
Yeah.
The problem is, and I mean, this happens in all like basketball discourse. It would not surprise me if this happens in sports discourse or like as a whole, but like we live in a sports world where every time someone gets something, everyone acts like it's a great travesty if the person that they enjoy does not also get that same thing. Or like, it's like if Asia would not have gotten DPOY and a lot of Smith would have won straight out, I would have been like, hats off to you, girly, because understandably so. But like Jamae said, like everyone acts like it's like someone else getting it dampens your fave's legacy, or like it's this big travesty against them, or like the whole world is against them. It's like Lynx fans feels like everyone hates the Lynx. Asia fans always feel like everyone hates Asia, or like the league is against her. Like she don't got 4 MVPs and 3 DPOYs and all sort of shit. Like I seen UConn fans today talking about how like UConn players never get their what they deserve in the league, which I thought was absolutely insane. Like people were like, "Yeah, y'all just like throw Maya Moore to the side and like Stewie to the side," and it's like, what did you want people to say about Stewie this year? She was hurt for a good amount of time, and then her team started to stink. Um, it's like everyone feels like every other fan base is against them, or like the league is against them, and it's like everyone has a victim complex. It's like just
That's what I wanted. That's what I was gonna say. It's
just
like
cut it out.
all y'all
Uh,
do is all y'all do is whine about everything. about everything. Like it is okay, y'all. It is okay. It's okay to. It's like we don't have to do the player that I thought was going to win didn't win, which means the voters are all delusional stands and the league is never going to grow. Like, do we have to do this bullshit song and dance with every award? Do we? Do we? Because I feel like we've done it for every award that's come out so far, except Rookie of the Year, which we gonna do next. But if it feels like every time an award comes out, it's this isn't fair. This was not right.
Well, there was
Sometimes,
discourse with Rookie of the
sometimes,
Year,
sometimes the
unfortunately.
voters don't agree with you. It is okay.
I think the other thing, and this is like sort of sidebar, but also something that I recognize, is that WNBA Twitter media is very different from like WNBA voters. And I think because the perception of the WNBA that we get from media online is obviously clearly very different from what the grand scheme of people think. Or the grand scheme of what media voters think. And I recognize this because I did go through every time I saw somebody's ballot, I put them together. Um, and I feel like I probably only seen like 10, maybe 15 ballots. There were 70 people that voted. Like, and some of those things that I saw on those ballots were not necessarily reflected in some of it was the same, but it wasn't all the exact same. Like the ballots that I saw online, more of them voted for Natisha Heidemann, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, damn, they really trying to get this lady this award. And then Niall Pillman won kind of by a landslide. Like,
Yeah,
so
it had twice as many votes.
like it's I think we have to remember that like sometimes the internet is just the internet. And while like these people are playing a part, right? Like some of their votes are being submitted to this to the wider voter pool. Like that's not the end all be all for uh what WNBA media actually looks like. And this is also why we do need like larger media for WNBA because if this like large group of voters think like this large group of voters think this way and this is not necessarily the prevailing narrative that we're getting online, we kind of have a little bit of an issue. It's obviously not that deep, right? People are going to consume media from the people who confirm their biases, but overall, it's like we might be better off if we got more diverse media, if more people were paid to do this job so that we can see a variety of takes and conversations that are happening. And so we don't have to sit and think, well, these 5 journalists that we see on the TL all the time are always talking about this specific player. This is who's going to win the award. When, like, if we got somebody else's thoughts, we might be in a different place.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think everybody, and it's just so funny. I know award season get everybody piped up because this is the this is the thing that we like. Once you get in the last month or last couple weeks of the season, everybody just starts arguing about who's gonna win what. So, like, I remember when the Aces beat the Lynx in that last matchup of the season, everybody was like, "Oh, this matchup is going to win Asia the MVP." Everybody got upset because they were like, "Oh, y'all are gonna give Asia the MVP because of one game," and it's like, well, no, but not this. Like this plays a part, but no, it doesn't tell the whole story, and we're not trying to tell the whole story. And by you insinuating that it is, that's a little disingenuous in terms of looking at the season that she had in totality. So that's my piece on that.
I think it's also funny, speaking of voters, how many people had to be like, hey, y'all, actually, I'm just a person that is just speaking my thoughts. I'm actually not a voter. So it's actually like, it, there's definitely a lot of assumption on, I think people feel like narratives control a lot of stuff to a degree because there are some people who just kind of talk about women's basketball because there are not enough people that are paid. And so people assume they're a part of something and they're not. So then people have to be like, whoa, actually, I do not work for these people. I'm just a person with my thoughts online. So you do not have to be mad at me about this just because I spoke my opinion on this. Like the fact that Nikias had to defend himself multiple times over awards, and like that nigga said, "Nigga, I don't have." Well, of course he didn't say nigga because he don't cuss, but I don't have a vote. And like, why are y'all upset in the first place? It's just crazy to me. Like that's a bit. He gives his opinions and then he states really good reasoning, whether you agree with them or not. So like, I just don't understand why you don't have to be up in arms about everything.
Folks can't help it. That's their like. People just want to be mad. Like that's what it always comes down to. People just want to be mad. All right.
Well,
So um next award is Rookie of the Year, which was almost unanimous. 70 out of 72 voters voted for Paige Beckers, and 2 votes went to Sonia Citron, who had a great season. She did. I thoroughly enjoyed watching her. I knew there was no chance that she would win this award, but she had a great rookie season. There were several rookies that had a great season actually, but yeah, Paige ran away with it. She averaged 90. She led all rookies in points per game, led all rookies in assists per game. She shot 47% from the field, 88% at the line. She had a 40-point game. Like she did all you guys for her.
honestly, this kind of reminded me of like last year's Rookie of the Year award race, where like I think with uh Caitlin and Angel, it was like really competitive for like the first like month, and then Caitlin just like took off, even though Angel was still playing really well. But it's like Caitlin just like took off after a little minute, and then once that All Star break hit, it was over. Even though Angel was playing really well, Caitlin was just playing too well for it, and it was over. And in the beginning of this season, like you had the Paige and Kiki and Sonya discourse, and Kiki was also averaging her double double for a little minute, and then Sonya fourth quarter scoring was just fantastic on top of being like a really, really good defender, especially for her being so young. And then Paige got to run that All-Star break, and my girl did not look back for nothing. And yeah, like Jay said, so many of these girls had amazing rookie campaigns. Like you got uh Kiki, Sonya, Paige, Sanaya, Layla Khan, uh Dominique
Monique
Malonga,
Okoro-Makani,
uh Chanel Salone. Like
yeah.
it's just so many people, and it really speaks to the growth of the league to me, because they're just getting more opportunity. I mean, of course, you still have the issue of people getting drafted and getting cut. Like, not to say that's not a problem, um, but it is good to see that these girls are getting the opportunity to shine. Like sometimes, like you gotta be bad before you get good, and it's nice to see like these bottom teams really invest in their younger players and see what comes next um, instead of always trying to like fake compete in a sense and just like take somebody's spot. Um, I mean, Anissa Murrow had a great year. Like Connecticut was so bad for most of the year, but like the vibes were still fantastic because they competed. Of course, you still have Tina Charles. She may never stop scoring. Um, Sanaya, Layla Khan, even with Marina Mabrey's injury and them niggas getting beat by like 60, like Anissa Moro, oh no, like it's a lot of things to look forward to over there just due to the chances that they took and really investing into what was there. And I do appreciate that a lot.
I want Connecticut to be the Juju team so bad. Like I just wanna put that out there. There is nothing I want more. Like I just want like they would be so good. Like that roster would be so good
Juju and Layla Khan backcourt, it would be
with
fucking great.
Sanaya and Aaliyah Edwards and Anissa Morrow. That's just a fun basketball team. I would just want to see that.
Now, it would be hilarious being an LA girl going to USC and then going all the way to Connecticut in the middle of fucking nowhere. I would feel kind of bad for her in that accord. It's like, damn, you've known so much and got to see so much your whole life, and now all you get is casino and Chipotle. You better make it work.
You get a Hard Rock Cafe every now and then.
You want to do something fun, you better do it on the road.
But yeah. And I know that we have to pick our rookie team today, and I'm not having fun, but we would do that.
Damn, I forgot. I'm about to wing it because
I mean,
I felt it. I feel it. I feel it.
that's
That's what you got to
essentially what
do.
I'm doing. It's essentially what I'm doing because I'm indecisive and I take forever to do everything. So
It's okay. It's a really good class. Normal people won't be mad at you, and I'm emphasizing normal. And then I guess last but not least, MVP. Uh, Shout out to my girl, man. Fuck Bam. He didn't do that wrong. It was just I didn't need him on that video because it wasn't about him. But I do appreciate him. You know, he be holding it down. But like, get the fuck out the way.
are you saying that didn't move you? Is that what you're saying?
It hurt me. It moved me in that manner. But you know, he got to do what he got to do. Um, but no, the walk down, the chain snatch was incredible to see. Again, I said this in the beginning, but the narrative of Asia coasted 3 months of the season I thought was extraordinarily unfair. Because the whole narrative at the beginning of the season was everyone on this team is playing like ass other than Asia. Like it was never she's playing bad or so I don't know why that narrative started. Um, but for her to get her ass whooped like that and by 53 and then come back and it's just like, well, I guess we can't afford for me to have any kind of bad game ever again. Like in the beginning of the season, that was a narrative of like if Asia has a bad game, the Aces are terrible. And so she
Which
decided I will never which when we get to these playoff matchups, we if Asia has a bad game, the Aces are terrible. And so Asia decided, hey, I'm just gonna never have a bad game again for the rest of the season. If y'all need 20 and 10 from me every game, I'm gonna give you 25 and 12, or 30 and 20, or 38, or something. It was just like it was really special to watch. I will be telling my offspring about this. Young Cree will be hearing about this when he's able to hear. But I actually hope I'll probably pull some videos. Like you need to watch this. But yeah, the walk down was incredible. I mean, I think had Fee played even like 6 more games, 5 more games, she probably would have won, and this would not have been an issue. Um, I kind of feel bad for her that she did not get this at this point because opportunities to win MVP do not come around very often. Um, I mean, next year, Alyssa Thomas is still going to be doing Alyssa Thomas things. Asia's still going to be doing Asia things. You got Caitlin coming back, and if the Fever play any better, they are itching. She kind of reminds me of, it would be kind of funny if she ends up like Luca, where they itch to give her the MVP award every year, and she just never gets it. Um,
It's
but
like it's not enough for us to justify it. Actually, we really want you to have it, but it's not enough. I
well,
think, I think, I think she is going to be the favorite to win it next year.
and understandably so, because if the Fever continue to whoop ass, and she can just plug herself in there, because the games where she played well this year, the Fever looked that
Like
Fever
they could
offense looked
beat everybody.
unstoppable. Like,
Yeah.
oh my Jesus Christ, that the injuries, of course, held her back. Um, I think having a whole off season to like rehab and do what you got to do, I think she should come back a lot better. Um, I think if she diversifies her scoring a little more, that would probably help. But I mean, it's only gonna come with time with her getting stronger and things like that. But yeah, they definitely itching to give her that award. So I mean, you got Paige coming up. Uh, like it's just so many really good players and so many up and coming players. It's like, damn, if I don't win this MVP award now, when can I get it? And we kind of saying that with Alyssa Thomas, in all honesty. Like she didn't get it in 2022
23,
or 23, excuse
23.
me.
Yeah.
And now she's looking like she's probably, I've said this many times, she's probably going to be one of the best players to ever play the sport and not get any type of major award on some D Wade shit. Like no MVP, no depoy, no six woman, no nothing. But like you will not be able to talk about this era of basketball without her. Um, so yeah, I hope he gets a chance to win another one like this. But also, as an Aces fan, it was funny for her to be the favorite most of the season and for her to get her chain snatched on live TV. I think that little turnaround that Asia did where Fee fell, that's when she lost the MVP to a lot of people. That was like, okay, this is it. And then she rested one of them last games. It was like, you don't want this no more. You don't even think you can get
Nah,
this no
same.
more.
Okay, so I want to push back on the missed games thing just a little bit because I feel like people were saying, and I also said, you can't miss a quarter of the season and continue to be the favorite. And I think that's true. But I think something more important that happened here is when she missed these games. And she started missing games, and the Aces immediately like went on a tear. Like they could not lose a basketball game at all. Like if Fee misses 11 games in June, she might be the MVP right now. Like I don't think like I know that the voters were saying, oh, the best ability is availability, and I get that. But I really think it has less to do with how many games she missed and more to do with when she missed them. Because Asia is doing that, that, and she is not playing. Like we have nothing else to go off of. It's clear. Like there was that's when it was over, really. And then they played again, and of course that was just like nail in the coffin, but it was already over.
I think if she would, I think if Minnesota would have won, I think she actually probably would have won MVP. I think people would have cared less. But it's like you injured and you lost. Like, girl, you doing too much in a short period of time. You cooked, sister.
And it's funny because they say, I mean, the last time they played head to head, the Aces lost by 50, and they're like, yeah, but
Yeah, but we
What
really
is
needed to see it this time because that was really the measurement stick for is the Aces being serious or is this just, we got some adrenaline, we going on a cute run right now, whatever. But y'all got up there and lost. And not even like we lost by 2 points. Like
like
they lost by
got
like
beat?
what, 13 or
Yeah,
something?
well
Like, girl, y'all was
yeah,
good and
it was
lost.
a convincing loss. Matter of fact, I really don't think the game was as close as the score made it look. Like, I really feel like the Aces kind of ran away with it. Yes, that was the game. Fee did get injured in the 53-point win, and then she missed all of those games after that.
And this is why you take niggas out when you up by that many points. When when you cranking niggas skulls, this is why you sit your ass down. But yeah,
Unfortunately,
it didn't help that she missed all the games at the time, and then the next time we see her on live TV, uh, Asia put her in the headlock. Like it's just like, damn, we ain't seen you in a minute, and this is what you like when you come back. Mm, mm.
the game is cold and unforgiving.
The game is cold. You better bundle up, nigga. You better bundle
But
up.
I do, and in the chat, Sammy said Fee can always aim for Finals MVP, and she is. She is.
It is still available. We hope Courtney Williams doesn't just, come in like a thief in the night, but it's still available.
We're gonna get to that, but I just want to say the Mercury series. We're gonna get to why,
I
but
don't want to talk about them yet, but
I actually cannot stand them.
Actually, do I want to talk about playoff basketball? I do actually. I do. I do want to talk about playoff
You should be the main one that want to talk about your team. If
basketball.
anybody want to talk about the playoff basketball, it should be you.
Yeah.
Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
But are we? Is there any other awards or future awards that we need to discuss before we get into playoff basketball?
We want to do our
Do we
picks
want to?
first?
Yeah, I was like, do we want to do picks now for what's left?
Yeah.
We could just run through them real quick.
I think the all W first team consensus is Asia ATV Leash and Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah,
Kelsey
I think so.
Mitchell, first team all W, sister. I knew you could do it. We fucking made it. We fucking made it.
Hey, speaking of walk down, she
Walk
walked that shit
down.
down too.
She want that
She
down. The fever.
she
I
she. Mm.
I'm gonna have I got a lot of fever stuff to say, but it was so funny. We thought we had a consensus with like a month left, and Kelsey Mitchell was like, "Oh, you do? It's just not the one you thought."
She walked that first team all W spot down some serious. Oh my, we were like, yeah, she's probably gonna make second team with Aaliyah, but like, nigga, she said, I need that first. Stop playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Get it out the net."
I can't
Every time
I
too.
can't help but respect it.
Bro, Kelsey Mitchell has been shot. Like, I don't know what her splits are, but like I know more often this season than the previous 8, 7, 8. That lady is shooting efficiently, like 50% efficiently, and that's insane because Kelsey Mitchell also led the lead and 3-pointers made. Like 3-pointers made. Like she genuinely, it was genuinely like we need a bucket. Okay, Kelsey, like you do it. And she hasn't, I'm sure I've said this earlier, she hasn't done it in like previous years where, she was doing all this extra dribbling and like taking too long to make decisions. It was like she got the ball, she know where she going. She got the ball, she's gonna take this shot. She got the ball, she gonna pass this to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah gonna pass it back. It like her offense honestly too, her defense like has also picked up and it's definitely helped her a lot, like finish playing in transition and like giving us all the energy that we need. But like, yeah, Sabrina thought she had a chance, and it
And
ain't no.
she might not make a team at all. Like I would not be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if Sabrina doesn't make a team at all. And that's not all on her. Like it's missing games at the wrong time, but a lot of time I know it's supposed to be we looking at the season in totality, but a lot of time it's coming down the stretch. What did you look like? And she was not out there, which is crazy because
Yeah,
she really didn't miss.
recency bias
And
be
she
hitting.
really and she really didn't miss that many games. It was
She
just
really
like
missed
the
like six
timing.
games.
It was just
Like
like the
she didn't miss
timing of
no
when she.
time.
It was just like the timing of when she missed them. It was like, oh, Sabrina's not playing.
And it didn't help that when Stewie was out, they all stunk. And then Stewie came back and they still kind of stunk. And it's just like, oh, so you came back when everybody healthy, y'all are still kind of bad. Mm, mm, it's not looking good for you, sister. But yeah, that is my consensus for the first team. Speaking of Kelsey Mitchell, every time I've seen her in this playoffs, I can't help but think of that tweet that says you can't go to war with her because she hugged somebody. And now she has probably looked like the best player in the playoffs. Like
let me tell you, Kelsey Mitchell is war ready. Ask me how I know. She's war ready.
niggas say you can't go to war with Kelsey Mitchell because I think she hugged Alyssa Thomas or something. I don't know who she hugged. But
Yes, it was Alyssa Thomas. It was Alyssa Thomas. After that,
and
I'm
then
pretty sure it was after they beat our ass in that Phoenix game. But
legitimately she has played like the best player in the playoffs. Like I
She was the best player on the floor in game one.
sister said, I didn't get the MVP award, but I'm gonna show you something. Y'all said I was top 5. Let me make a point.
nigga said you can't go to war with me, but I know who I can go to war with. I got mines. She really on some KG game 7. I got the Glocks, I got the Uzis, I got the all that stuff. Like she is well equipped. She don't need what you got. She is well equipped on her own.
Indeed. Indeed. Uh, what is your all W second team?
Mine is Aaliyah Boston, Courtney Williams, Jackie Young, Nneka Ogwumike, and Sabrina. Yeah. Because Sabrina is I kind of felt bad. I wanted to put Kelsey Plum up there, but I kind of felt bad that the Liberty didn't have a representative. Like that just feel they were the
It
5
does
seed.
though.
It do sound crazy if you think about it. So I said, okay, let's respectfully, I'll give them one. Also, it could be Courtney Williams. She could be not. She could be the other person to be removed. Those two are like probably the bottom of the poem. Also, because it did sound a little crazy to me that the Lynx were like a top team all year and they only got one representative. Like that don't feel right either. So my alternates, Kelsey Plum. I've been thinking about Christian saying Veronica Burton. I'm a little moved by that. I
Yeah,
don't alternate
I'm
one, but I'm moved, but like not too much. Not too much.
I'm considering Veronica Burton for my final spot. I'm considering it.
I think I might say uh Sabrina Page, Jackie, Nneka, and Aaliyah.
Sabrina, Paige, Jackie, Nneka, Aaliyah. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm going Aaliyah, Jackie, NECA,
Them, I think the last two was the hardest because you have a lot of people who could really fit in that. Like you got Veronica Burton, Kelsey Mitchell, Paige, Sabrina,
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey
Wrong
Plum,
Kelsey.
or Kelsey Plum, excuse me.
Kelsey
Kelsey
Mitchell
Plum.
first.
Kelsey Mitchell's
Yeah.
first team. Sorry. Yeah, Kelsey Plum, Paige, Veronica Burton. Like it's like Sabrina. It's like what two am I going to use?
Yeah. So yeah, NECA, Jackie, Aaliyah, Sabrina. I'll put Veronica Burton in there.
Oh, it makes the jump.
Yeah.
It honestly, if you think about it a little bit, it do feel kind of right to be like, all right, like
Yeah.
they do kind of need a
Like
representative.
she really turned it on. I'm gonna give it to her. All right, what about all defense? Are we in agreement on the first team?
Being all people got votes.
Being Asia, Atlanta Smith, Gabby, AT, and Fee.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So what's your second team?
Ezzy. I don't really know after Ezzy. She just had to be the first one on the ballot.
This is gonna be difficult for me too. I'm already knowing. I'm looking
All
at
right,
I'm thinking of this.
How are we feeling about Stewie?
I may say, don't say some bullshit. You know,
She's on my second team.
Because I'm thinking like she really only missed 2 more games in Fee, and she had a down Stewie year, but she had a great year still. It's just Liberty kind of stink.
He said no, no Alicia for first team. No, Leash is first team. The first team we were discussing second team. The first this is all defense. For all W, we had Asia Fee, AT, Leash, Kelsey Mitchell. So this is defense.
Well, maybe Malish could be a first team all defense candidate. But
I'm
I can't justify
considering
putting her over. Like Fee to me is the person that odd woman out there. So, but I don't know if I could justify taking Fee off.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think I can. So Leash is on your second team.
I think I do. See, the Ryan Leash thing, you know what though? I have to respect it. They ended up as what, the second defensive rating as a team?
Yeah, the Dream were the number 2 defense on the
Leash
season.
Ryan. There we go. That's I'm at 3. I found my 2.
So Ezzy, Leash, Ryan.
The Stewie thing, I don't hate it. Oh, Monique.
Thought about Monique. I thought about Veronica Burton again.
I'm tempted to say Ryan, Leash, Stewie, Monique, and Chelsea Gray.
Chelsea
Okay.
Gray.
Power forward, Chelsea is moving you.
So you saying those last 16 games mattered that much? They carried like that? Because
I said I'm tempted. I said I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Because if not Chelsea Gray, I am perfectly fine with putting Veronica Burton.
You know who has been on my mind since Nakia said their name? Timmy Fagbinley.
Okay. That's a pull. I don't mind that.
Golden State. I wish Layla
Golden State
played 5 more games.
Golden State had such a good season that like I just want to give everybody over there a rep for everything.
Everybody
Them
needed
niggas need
to
participation
include it.
awards. Them niggas need ribbons.
Janelle Salon on my all rookie team. I don't know if she is.
Layla Khan needed to play 5 more games.
Yeah, Layla missed too many games for me. I would love to have her here.
She needed to play 5 more games.
I would love to have her here though.
So Dawn, you going Stewie, Ezzy, Leash?
Ryan? Did you say Ryan?
Yeah, no. Stewie, no. He didn't. I don't think he said Ezzy.
He didn't say Ezzy. He said Stewie,
Leash,
Ryan, Leash,
Veronica, Burton, and Chelsea.
No, I said Veronica, Burton, and Lord, I lost my train of thought.
You said Chelsea because I said power forward Chelsea is moving you.
No. I did say Chelsea, but I was thinking of replacing her with Veronica Burton. I said someone else fourth. Chelsea. Oh, Monique.
Oh, Monique Akol-Makani. Okay.
Kind of see. Ezzy, Leash, Ryan. I do feel like Monique has to make my list as well.
Okay. Ezzy, Stewie, Ryan, Monique, Bree Jones.
Ooh. Bree Jones.
3 Atlanta Dream players.
And then Leash is not on my team.
He did. Stewie, Ryan, Monica.
So Leash on your first team?
Leash did not make my all defensive team. I chose one wing and one interior player.
Ezzy, Stewie, Ryan, Monica Akol-Makani, and Bree Jones. That's a good list. I like that.
I really like the Bree Jones pick.
I do. Man, I don't know. Ezzy, Leash, Ryan, McCullough. Like, I feel like I have to have a center, and I want to pick Aaliyah a little bit, but like,
thought about her too.
I'm trying to like maybe think about somebody else. Aaliyah, Stewie, Bree Jones is really a good pick. Timmy's a really good pick. Veronica Burton is a good pick too. I'm trying to think about who's not represented, but I think all of the top 5 teams are represented. Lynx, Dream, Storm, Phoenix. Who's up? Who's 5?
Let me see. Let's see the top 5 defenses.
The Liberty were 5. Oh wait, no, you're talking about 5 defenses.
Oh my gosh, Golden State was a top 5 defense. They were number 3.
Ooh.
They ended up 3? So was it okay? So it was Lynx, Dream,
Golden State, Seattle, Phoenix.
Oh, Veronica Burton, you must come get your things. I fear you have to come get your things. Wait. Man.
Oh no. Okay. That.
Yeah, Veronica might have
I know.
Things.
It's funny because now that like the Timmy pick makes sense there.
Bro, she was good. Like very quietly good. Like
if Veronica Burton walks away with a second team All W and a second team All Defensive team,
All defense.
If I was Kayla Thornton, I would kind of be hating because you walk around with my shit in your closet because only those things are fire myself.
Kayla Thornton has a championship. She will be okay.
I said Kayla Thornton. I mean, it ain't her fault.
And she just made her first All-Star team. I'm sure she's fine.
At 32. Crazy.
Oh no, I'm sure she's fine. However, if it was me, I'd probably low-key be hating.
I'm gonna put Timmy, but I'm gonna put Timmy actually. Fever biased. Okay. All right. The deadly.
I might have to.
You changing your mind?
No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I'm
Okay.
probably gonna say it. Sorry.
All rookie team. Okay.
All right. So all rookie team, I feel like there's 3 locks. And I feel like Paige, Sonya, and Kiki are locks. So who are your last 2?
Give me Monique and Dominique.
Oh, you said that quick.
I'm not thinking about it too much longer. I'm shooting from the hip.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't be doing that. You know, I'm gonna do the controversial thing, I think, because I just cannot leave Layla Khan off my list. I fear I cannot leave her off. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Bro, she needed 5 more games for me. That's all I have. That's all. Give
See,
me
okay,
5.
so
I can't.
agree for all defense, but for all rookie, I think it's like it warrants the conversation.
No. I definitely understand.
Also,
I would not hate on anyone who does that.
I lied. I'm changing my all defense. I'm swapping out Monique for Veronica Burton. I'm sorry, but
Wow, Monique getting cut at the last second.
I'm so. But that's because Monique is making my all rookie team. So
not the one-for-one trade.
I don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad.
You know what? You might have ate that. You might have ate that.
So Paige, Sonya, Kiki, Monique. Oh God. Sanaya.
Anaya. Honestly, I think last week I had picked. Last week I think I had picked Sanaya and Monique too. I just feel like I can't leave Layla off. Like I mean it is her fault that she showed up on July 5th, but like at the same time it's not.
What about no love for Janelle? And we just said go to state. I thought about her though, but I don't know.
I cannot give Janelle her chance. Watching her play basketball stresses me out. She's getting that Kelsey Mitchell in those first couple of years marker right now. We don't have to see. She gonna have to show me something. I want to do. I think I'm gonna go because no, Monique kind of needs to make it too. But she did make my all defensive team, so I might, I have to take an L. If I didn't pick Layla Lacan, I think I would pick Monique and Sanaya as well. I kind of wanted to pick Anissa too. Too many choices.
I hated I could not in good faith pick Tahina, but I would love to.
You
I
crazy.
can't.
You can do whatever you want in your hypothetical ballot.
Well, if we're making hypotheticals.
I have free will.
You do have free will. You can make whatever choice you want.
If we're making hypotheticals, we should make a hypothetical all rookie second team.
Oh Jesus, we'll be here forever.
Really? You have I can throw a second team together.
Well, actually, with my first team intact. If my first team is Paige, Sonya, Kiki, Monique, and Sanaya, my second team would be Layla Lacan, Dominique Malonga, Janelle Salon, Anissa Morrow, and Tahina Papa.
No. Who's your hypothetical?
My hypothetical is Sanaya Rivers, Layla Khan, Janelle Salon, um, damn, who are my last two? Give me,
You looking back at Connecticut?
bro. I'm
Pick the
so
whole
tempted to.
Connecticut roster
I'm
finna
I'm
make the
so
second
tempted to
team.
say Anissa Moore right now. Give me. That I had and I don't. Give me. I don't know.
So you fight for your life, bro. You got two picks. Just pick
I don't
somebody.
know. I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
fight for your life right now.
I don't know. I made it as hypothetical and now I'm struggling.
Well, my hypothetical list. In my hypothetical list, if I had a second team, Monique Okomakani and Sanaya Rivers would make my first team. My second team would be Layla Khan, KK Timpson, JJ Quinterly, Isaiah James, and Anissa Monroe. So
Give me Anissa Morrow and is it dude old girl from Dallas?
JJ Quinterly?
No.
Oh,
Isaiah.
Louisa?
Oh, Louisa.
Louisa. Yes.
That's a good pick.
That
That's
is
a
a
good
good
pick,
pick.
actually.
That is a good pick. All right, say Isaiah James, what she had? Like 25, 30?
For that game, he had, let me see.
28?
I want to say it was,
Did she have 29?
It had to be like almost 30.
she had,
Who did I just say? Layla Khan, JJ. Oh, KK Timpson.
like, Simpson.
Yeah, Isaiah, your 28, 29 ball, it will not be forgotten. I will remember you forever.
Yes, she had 28 against Phoenix.
It won't be
She,
forgotten.
28, 6 boards, 6 assists.
25, 5, and 5 game. You won't be forgetting by me if we
Yeah.
had a hypothetical.
Okay. So the first round of the playoffs ended last week. So much fun that was for everyone but me. But we don't have to start with Dream Fever actually. We can start with the 1-8. We can
Yeah,
start with
we'll start 1A and work our way down.
yeah, we can start with Minnesota and Golden State. Because that
One time to think about it.
no, yeah, I just um
Well,
I honestly this first I thought that series was gonna go 3 because I thought Golden State was gonna pull that game out. The San Jose game, I thought they were gonna pull it out. That would have been a lot of fun. But I mean, Minnesota, I can't remember. I think it might have been Nikias who tweeted that the Lynx are just so
Minnesota
sudden.
inevitable. Or
He
yes,
said he
yes.
said the Lynx are so sudden, and that's like I felt exactly like that watching that game because I was like, oh, Golden State was in control the whole way, and then it was like they just flipped the switch, and it was like, no, this game is over actually, and there was nothing that they could do. it was a great game though. Minnesota is looking like the best team as they should, and Golden State has nothing to be disappointed about because they have had a historic season. So, congrats to them.
Man, even in uh game one of the series where like the Valkyrie were up by like 10 in like the first quarter or something like that. Minnesota just said, actually, you're not going to score any more points. And they just went on a disgusting run. Like it, the way it, like you said, it really can't be described as anything other than sudden. They Golden State was up 28 to 21 after the first quarter. Then they only scored 12 in the second quarter, while Minnesota scored 26. They scored 18 in the third quarter, and Minnesota scored 32. And then they only scored 14 in the fourth quarter, and Minnesota scored 22. So like they just went on a disgusting run. And in that second quarter, they just decided, hey, there's no reason for y'all to be hanging with us at all, actually.
Yeah.
And they really showed that. Like it wasn't nothing that they could do. Like once they put that vice grip, then they blew it. But yeah, definitely that run at the end of game four. I mean, in the game two was also like I think the Valkyries up by like 10 with like 2 minutes left or like 3 minutes left or something. And then they said, actually, I don't feel like going back to Minnesota, at least not to play y'all.
Not to play y'all again. Yeah, we gonna go and get this over with. So,
Um,
yeah.
my beef was Sammy said she should have called the timeout sooner. The real problem is that Veronica Burton needed to play 40 minutes. She at the start of the fourth quarter, she had Kyla Charles, Ileana Rupert, was it Monique Billings?
Thanks, sir. Now that you say that.
It was like a double big lineup. Oh, she had Carla Lake, I think, out there for like a little second, and somebody else. And I said, double big, are we sure about this? Like Kyla Charles, my sister she was defending. I was like, I kind of dig this vibe. But are we sure about this double big thing? And in that moment, Minnesota has started to go on a run. Like I think they literally went on a run for like an entire minute, and then she called the timeout and was like, Veronica Burton got in. But I'm like, sister, I know maybe she needed a breath, but y'all should have just gave her, I don't know, a 5 hour energy. Cause like it just she didn't really like we did not have time for her to be sitting down that game. Cause they really still even had the momentum even when she came back in, but it's like now you like really fighting back. And once Minnesota overtook them, it's kind of like, mm, this is gonna be really hard to get back.
Are we on to the 2-7?
The floor is yours, my boy.
2-7
Well,
was
Oh,
the
2-7
two
was
the 2-7
us.
was Vegas against Seattle, and let me tell you,
Oh,
that
listen,
that was a series. I enjoyed every second of that.
I did not want to play Seattle again because Seattle are adversity merchants. And that is the reason why they're just annoying. Like, yes, we beat them 3 out of the last 4 times we played them or whatever. But like, that's the reason why I thought they would get. That's why I feel like it would have been really fun. I mean, our matchup was like extremely fun to watch as a neutral observer. It gave me a heart attack watching it as a Aces fan. But that's why I wanted to play the Lynx so bad because one, they already got prior beef, and two, they just play up to their competition so well, and they play down to their competition so terribly, which is the reason why they are the AC. Um, but they definitely always get up for Minnesota, and I just want to stay away from them because I'm like, listen, I don't want to deal with that. Um, the Aces shitted on them the first game, and they said this will not happen again. And the way Dominic Malanga adjusted them last two games was like, it's like it was really on some Wimby shit where she just got a software update and was like, okay, well, I know what to do now. And
I understand it. I understand it now.
bro, I understand it now was the name of the game, and she really did what she had to do. I mean, Skylar had a pretty good series. NECA didn't play well the last game, or at least shoot well, but she's NECA, so I mean, she's always going to be valuable. Um, Brittany Sykes is public enemy number one uh, in the Seattle fandom. Erica Wheeler, you will be remembered forever. Like Gabby is just Gabby, a consistent force. Um, yeah, that was scary. And what was crazy is I was watching game three and we were up by like two. And I'm trying to put Kree to bed and I went to sleep by accident. Bro, I woke up and I checked my phone immediately. I said, no, no, did we lose? And I seen a little WNBA ticker thing and it was like Las Vegas advances. And I was like, thank God. I would have been fucking disgusted. And I know if I seen the shots that were hit in the last couple of minutes of that game, I know I would have threw up. Like I just see I seen the Skylar three. Fortunately, I seen the highlights instead. So I seen the Skylar three and I seen the Asian misstep back and the Jackie Young putback. And I'm like, if I would have seen all them plays, I would have threw up. It was not meant for me to watch that game live.
If when
At
Asia
least not the last 4 minutes.
When Asia missed the step back, my heart dropped. It did. I was like, "There's no way they finna lose this. There's no way." Jackie,
She really sold a 40 ball. She do got
Jackie
shit for
saved
me
the
for
day.
that.
Jackie saved the day.
If
But
she would have hit that, she would have got 40 and a game winner. Would have been
I
talking about
want
something.
I want y'all to run the tape back on that second game in the fourth quarter. You can see they put the camera on Erica Wheeler, and you can see her pleading with the basketball gods to give us this dub. Go give us this dub. And she went out there and hooped for the next, like, I don't know if it was 2 minutes left in that game at that point, if it was like a minute 30. But I was like, I saw that. Like, I saw she lost her mind. And that was wonderful. That was like one of the coolest things I've seen. And I'm glad that the Aces advanced. I was rooting for the upset because upsets are fun. But well, not always. But we'll get there. We but I was rooting for the upset in this instance. And but the series did not disappoint either way. The series came down to the last second, literally. Like they turned the lights off on Gabby when she was when she was pulling up with that last jumper with a second left. So, but yeah, that was those were two of the best games of the season so far, let alone the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Gabby has had two of the most infamous shot attempts in the past couple years with that. I mean, not necessarily they were like bad, but like that shot against Team USA where like Stewie is pointing at the line on her, or like just so y'all know, this is a two. I don't give a fuck if she made it. This shit two. And now she shot and they turned the lights off. Like, whether she made this or not, this shit didn't count. So it's like, damn, she has been a part of some really funny ass on the receiving end of some really funny ass photos and funny ass last second opportunities.
Sammy asks, "Is Kathy going to extend the first round to 5 games? If
No.
they do, they need to shorten the season.
No, please stop
Like they
adding
have
games.
you can't they extended the season to 44 and then expanded the playoffs. It's just like you have to pick one. If you're gonna expand the first round, you got to cut the season back down. Like you have to.
And we don't need to. I understand that people are like, oh, exciting basketball. Let's move on, guys. Like, I don't need to see fucking 7 games of fucking Dream Fever. Like, it was exciting because we got it we got the 3 and moved on. I like, AC Storm was fun because we got the 3 and we moved on. We don't need to see no more of that. Like, it's not giving. It's not giving. And I'm tired of people like, I do also want to say before we move on, everybody was mad as fuck about the 111 on Twitter. And
including me,
y'all said they
including
only
me.
did this because the fever. They wanted a home floor event. First of all, why are y'all mad that the home fans want to see a playoff game? Like, why are we doing that? Hello?
Yeah,
Why are
Listen,
we doing that?
I will
yeah.
wear the clown nose for that. However, they did do that shit for the fever.
And you
It's okay to
and
admit
you
that.
know what? All of you bitches benefited. All of you
Yeah.
bitches
Nah,
We
benefited.
did.
the
We
the
did.
one
They
the
it
one
worked
one
out.
one the 111 is a hit. It
It
is.
It
worked out.
lived
And
up
and
to
I
the
was
hype.
and
It's
I
a
was
slam
always
fucking dunk.
yeah, I was always in favor of it because I always felt like if you make the playoffs, you should have a home game. You should have at least one. If you make the playoffs, your home fans should be able to come see you play. But so I was always in favor of it. Everybody that wasn't is like, okay, nah, I see the vision now.
It was
Because
really no, because it was really just hating. And I want everybody to just say that niggas was hating. That niggas didn't want to stay. Fever got motion, blah blah. The niggas was hating, and that's cool. It's fine. But in what world would playing in front of your home crowd ever be a bad thing? Like, I don't know why we had to do that. I don't know why we had
It's
to do
not.
that.
It's not. Is that they if Caitlin Clark did not exist, they was not doing that shit. And that's the only thing. Jay is
now
correct
that
though. If you make the
they
playoffs,
should have though.
you should be able to play in front of your
And
home
but
fans at
she was
least once. So
only
that's
but
not a bad decision
the
by
niggas
any
was only
means.
not doing it because motherfuckers was being cheap. They was
Yeah,
cheap. They was being
yeah.
cheap. It wasn't like, oh, this is better for their
I
bodies.
that
Niggas was just
that
like, I don't want to open my purse.
I
Yeah.
understand that. That's what I get it. I'm all I they did only do it for them, but it worked out for everybody.
Rising tide
The
lifts all the boats, or whatever the fuck they be talking about.
the justification was nasty. The result was fantastic.
Dub. The result was a dub. Sammy said the Aces did not benefit from the 111, and I still hate it. But I do think there needs to be at least 2 days of rest in between. I'm with that. The one day of rest I get because it's the playoffs. It's just if we could eliminate back to backs during the season, I feel like one day of rest in the playoffs wouldn't be so bad.
I agree.
But
Because even at that point, like I felt like 40 games was the sweet spot because I swear those last 4 games, like it did come down to those last 4 games for seeding or whatever. But like
mhm.
we didn't really need those last 4. We could have cut it off at 40 and we would have still been good. It would have still been exciting. All of the things.
Uh,
All right, all right, beautiful people. Let's talk Dream Fever, the 3 and the 6. The first thing I'm going to say is what a resilient Indiana Fever team. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Um, People counted them out with Caitlin Clark being ruled out for the season. They also lost Erin McDonald for the season. They lost Sydney Colson for the season. They were able to pick up a starting caliber point guard in Odyssey Sims off the street. That is wonderful for them. They honestly, Stephanie White was in her bag too. I have to give all credit where credit is due. Now, I am heartbroken, guys. I I'm so glad that we waited to do this because if we had come on here and recorded Friday, I might have said something I would regret. I might have. I will not do that. I am a lot more measured today. I'm a lot more calm. Um, the dream, everything that I was worried about with the dream went wrong in this playoff series. Everything, all of it. Um, starting with game 2 in Indiana. I understand. I know that people were complaining about the refs. I'm not trying to hear that. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I'm not trying to hear that. Um, the Dream got frustrated very early, and they let it completely take them out of the game. And you can see Leash was frustrated. Ryan was frustrated. The post players, everything. In game 3, the Dream appeared to be in control of that game the entire way, and they were able to. In the first half, they were able to limit the touches for Aaliyah Boston, which I thought was going to be important for them to be able to pull a win out. And in the second half, she was able to get going, which great for her. That was a great performance from her, which they needed. They needed every last point that she gave them. This is what I'm just going in the last couple of minutes. This is what got me because the Dream essentially, with 2 minutes left, were up by 6 and did not score again. And this is what's frustrating to me. And this has kind of been like the thing for the season. If y'all remember the game that we played against the Liberty in New York when we were up double digits pretty much the whole way and they walked us down in the second half. The Dream get into these lapses where the decision making becomes all over the place. It's almost like we're so close to pulling this off and it's like the moment gets to be too big for them. That's what it felt like. It felt like the moment was too big for Ryan Howard. It felt like the moment was too big for Carl Smesco. And I don't think that's a death sentence going forward. I think this is a learning experience that the Dream can improve from. But I feel like those last couple of possessions, I understand. I'm assuming that the play call initially was for Ryan Howard to take the ball out, for her to inbound it and then get it back and put a shot up. The problem is we should not have been in that situation because the Dream came down too many times pulling up for jumpers in transition. And y'all know that's my ick. Y'all already know. The Dream came down in transition pulling up for jumpers. We are up by 2 possessions with 2 minutes left in this basketball game. Get to the basket. Don't play for contact. Play to make the shot, but get to the basket. Because I saw people saying, oh, well, the ref's not giving them the calls. Don't bail them out like that. Make them make a call. Get to the basket. Go for the lay. Get to the line. Something. Slow the game down. Don't give them a free possession because you're throwing up jumpers in transition and we don't have the dogs down there in the paint to get the board. That's what's frustrating to me because we were in position to take control of that game and be up by 3-4 possessions with less than 2 minutes to go. And they did not do that. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. You pull up for a jumper in transition. The Fever get the board. They come down. They score immediately. You call timeout. Your inbound play. Ryan doesn't get the ball inbounded. She calls a timeout. You come back and draw the same play up. She throws it away. The Fever come down and score again. You call a reset timeout and you run the exact same play with her taking the ball out again. It's like, y'all, it didn't work the first time.
She turned it over.
The first two times. The first time she called the timeout. Also, I was frustrated with I'm assuming that the read was for Ryan to get a ball to Bree because Jordan Canada was open and she didn't even look at her because it was like they not guarding Jordan back there. She's not gonna shoot it. We're not guarding her. And they looked her off, which whatever. I say give it to her just to get the ball in bounds. But they don't do that. That's fine. It's whatever. But you can't turn the ball over right there. And I understand Dream fans are frustrated with Ryan Howard. They're saying that, oh, she's not built for it. And in that game, in that moment, she was not. I don't think that means she can never be built for it. I think there is nowhere to go but up from here. And Carl Smesco, I thought there was an opportunity there for him to say, okay, this sideline out of bounds play, we're gonna try something else. Even if it's something y'all ain't never
swap somebody else, swap somebody.
Yeah, it's like even if it's something y'all ain't done before, let's figure it out, y'all. We got to get a shot up. Like, if we got 1 second, why is Ryan taking the ball out? How many other players are gonna be able to get a shot up in that amount of time? Like, give her a chance to get a shot up. I understand that she looked like she was scared because she was. Give her the chance to put the shot up. I think I would have lived with that. You inbounding the ball to Bree Jones with a second left. What is she finna do? You inbounding the ball to Bree Jones with a second left with her back to the basket. She don't have time to get a shot up. That's not fair to nobody. Sammy said also how BG played the Fever at the beginning of the season to now she look like a shell of herself. BG is a shell of herself, period. I mean, that it just is what it is. The Dream down the stretch in the end of the season, they realized that they played better with Nas on the floor as the fifth starter instead of BG. They made the right decision. There were moments
that Bree Turner hammer, and she was not ready.
She couldn't deal with Bree Turner, y'all. She couldn't deal with Bree Turner. But yeah, that's all. I'm as y'all can see, I'm not as angry as I was previously. I felt like I was able to articulate myself relatively well.
You did good today. Yeah. You was pissed on Thursday.
I was pissed. I was pissed. The group chat was getting lit up. Okay, but I feel a lot better. I feel better about the season in totality. I'm disappointed. I'm heartbroken that the Dream lost, but I think there is something to be taken away from this that can be used in a positive way. So that's what I got. Congrats to Indiana.
On the
But
other
the
side
winner of this series, please stand up.
Yeah. You know, I honestly didn't think we would win. I was like, I didn't think we'd get swept, but I was like, okay, Dream in 3, like, makes sense. Because the last time we played the Dream prior to the playoffs, they beat the fuck out of us. So I was like, we're not the same team, but we kind of are. I figured playing in Indiana, we would play a lot better. Something about playing at home, like, really gives us some juice. But I think the underrated thing about the Fever is that we thrive in chaos. And that's been a thing that I feel like in the past we've really like struggled with. Like, it's like, slow down, girl. But we kind of need to play at a frenetic pace. And when we started to go on that run late in the game, and honestly, some of it was forced by the Fever, but a lot of it was just like capitalizing off of the Dream's mistakes. Like, the Dream were flustered in that late in that game. And again, this is when Indiana thrives. They're like, oh, you're staring at the person you about to pass the ball to. Yeah, we're going to go get that. Like, it's just kind of shit like that is like, okay, like, they feed off of stuff like that. And it's interesting, and it's so interesting to watch. It's super fun to watch. I didn't watch it live, but I went back and watched the game. Brianna Turner. I actually have to formally apologize to Brianna Turner. I never thought you were a bad pickup. I always knew. I was like, okay, I get why we're picking Brianna Turner up. Like, I get it. I get why they called you, right? Um, but at the beginning of the season, when we had to make cuts, I said we might as well go with the youth movement. Let's cut Bree Turner, keep Bree Hall. They didn't listen to me. And we thank God they didn't listen to me, because Brianna Turner has been like, I don't want to call her clutch time, because she's not necessarily like putting it in on offense all the time, but the defense from Brianna Turner in this playoff run has been impeccable. Okay. And honestly, when Brianna Turner Brianna Turner scored and we tied the game up at 80, I said, oh, we're going to win. Because Brianna Turner sometimes be out there looking crazy on offense, but she was clearly feeling good about herself and feeling good defending BG. I was like, yeah, we're on there. So Brianna Turner, I'm so sorry that I ever thought to cut you, because you know what? And God's plan, God really works in mysterious ways, because I wanted to cut her for Bree Hall, and now we have both. Both Breezes are on my team, so I win either way. But yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to Natasha Howard, the vet that we need, that we didn't know we needed. And I was questioning and concerned, because I feel like a lot of, like, early in the season, um, when Aaliyah was struggling to get touches, a lot of them went to Natasha Howard. It's not necessarily her fault. She was playing well. But she's come in and just did whatever the team needed her to ask, taking a step back on shooting. Um, and that helped us a lot. Odyssey Sims, I have wanted to. You have. I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but thank you, for your contributions. I'm gonna leave that at that, bro. Aaliyah, and that's the thing about Aaliyah too, is like having to bang with fucking Bree Jones and BG in one game. She really could have gave up. She really could have said, y'all got it. Y'all won, because this is too much. But she's honestly become my favorite clutch time merchant. I don't know what's wrong with her, but when the game gets to the fourth quarter, 5 minutes left, suddenly every shot is super easy. Every bucket, like, the net is 50 feet wide. Um, we already talked about Kelsey Mitchell and her impact and never giving up. Lexi Hull. Um, you know what? If I was a voter, you might would have got my 6 woman vote. I mean, I knew Nas was gonna win, but like, I might would have wrote you in. I would have wrote you in.
I can be bought.
I can be bought. It would have been real easy to buy me too. It would have been real easy. But no, up it top to bottom, Steph with the rotations, and also forcing the issue with Aaliyah down the stretch. Like, we've seen so many games where Aaliyah just struggled. Not so many games, because my sister not struggling like that. But we've seen some games where she did come out not looking too hot, but just staying the course of like, okay, let's get Aaliyah a touch, especially down the stretch, has been really, really big for us. And even when she's not scoring, doing all the little things on defense, like, and just kind of being a piece that people have to defend. The all rookie team, and not all rookie team, all WNBA team, if you don't make it, I will actually be calling the voters. Hey, I will burn all this shit down. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for them. The I don't really want to say this because I don't want to jinx us, but I feel like I was more scared to play Atlanta than I am to play Vegas. And mostly because I don't know, it's with Vegas, I think that the Asia and the Leah thing is like, all right, they could kind of cancel each other out a little bit. Um, but it's like that means your next four men gotta step up to my next four men. And low key, I might the way Vegas looks sometimes, I might pick my four men. I'm not gonna say that too loud, but
Listen, listen, listen. We'll get there. I have something
forever
to
in
say
my
about that
heart.
too. Sammy said the Fever have played good basketball without Caitlin Clark. Is it a lack of pressure? Is it a fit? All of the above? Other? It's a
I
lot of
don't,
things, I think.
and I don't know if we look. I don't think we look better. I just think we look different.
Yeah.
And honestly though, with Odyssey Sims, this is probably the closest we're gonna look to Caitlin Clark, like to to having Caitlin Clark, because Odyssey Sims shot diet is eerily similar to Caitlin Clark's. Um, so honestly, it feels like when Caitlin comes back, it'll be easier to plug in. But I do think some of it is just we have nothing to lose, right? Like we have been hit with every possible, like everything that could have went wrong this season has gone wrong. Like we literally have nothing else to lose. Your PG down, your vet, she want to go, she decides she want to leave. All your point guards break some. Eh, we really had no choice but to just hoop with the people who are available. And I don't know. I think too, knowing that like everybody has to contribute does give you a little bit of a. It kind of gives you an edge because it's like I have to go out there and do something. There is no like bailing out. Like if I play bad, that's it. This is the end of the game. And I do think too, I appreciate that well, not everybody, but almost everybody, like Odyssey, even Airy, Aerial Powers, um, who else did we sign? Those are kind of like the main three. Oh, even Chloe Bibby a little bit. There are players who are like energy players. And I feel like that's sometimes a thing that we miss. Without Caitlin, we don't have a lot of like rah rah to us. We just kind of like most of the team is like, I'm gonna come to work and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna come to work and hoop and go home. And you do, contrary to popular belief, you do need a little rah rah energy to your team. And I think Odyssey brings that. Airy brought that. Aerial Powers brings that. Um, so I do think a little bit of it is roster construction and also just like energy. Everybody's getting along really well too. Like the vibes have never seemed higher. And love that for me. Love that for me.
Sammy said, I'm not gonna lie, aerial powers annoys me. Oh, I can only imagine. Aerial powers, I'm not gonna lie. When aerial powers was on the dream, um, she was very enjoyable. She can be a bit of a loose cannon, but I enjoy her. I enjoyed her energy. Um, I can also imagine, I'm pretty sure that the aerial powers Jackie Young matchup in the second round is going to bear fruit relatively soon.
Feed families.
Man, you got that, and you got Dana and Odyssey Sims. You got Aaliyah and Asia. Like, it's just so much.
It's
It's so
about to
much to
get
look forward to.
negative. And
I love it.
we're about to see who thrives on more negativity. And
I'm afraid, and it's funny. We have not talked about the Liberty getting sent home yet, but the um the Vegas is in trouble. I will say that. Vegas is in trouble. And the reason I say that is Indiana is uniquely equipped to give them problems. And it is because of Kelsey Mitchell more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he really like, I feel like the defenders that have given Kelsey Mitchell a problem this year, just off, not thinking too hard about it. The teams we kind of struggled against, maybe a Minnesota kind of have our number a little bit. They kind of, I don't know who it is over there, but somebody, I don't know. Um, the Valkyries, they kind of had our number too. I think Veronica Burton had my sister in hell a little bit. Um, but and maybe Seattle too. Um, I think Seattle was like a better game for like Aaliyah and Lexi than it was for Kelsey. Um, but those you have a Gabby, you have a Veronica Burton, you have a I really don't know who on Minnesota really be on Kelsey. Is it Kayla McBride?
He switched on everybody, so it might be her.
Well, I feel like on the perimeter, it's mostly Caleb McBride. Courtney Williams doesn't take like
I don't think she
the
take the
she
Kelsey
she don't
Mitchell
she don't
role.
take like the big matchups like that. Not I mean she's like a passable defender, but she's not like I feel like that's more Caleb McBride.
Yeah, it's probably K Mac. But see, I feel like with the K Mac thing, it gotta be just like they both shooters, so they just I don't know, it's something there. I don't know what it is. But I don't think Vegas really got that. Dana maybe. Because you can't put
Vegas,
Kelsey on her because Kelsey got that step on her. Maybe
yeah.
you put Jackie on her, but Jackie,
Is it is it Jewel? Like do they just do
I
that?
think they have put Jewel on her, and Kelsey got the step on Jewel. She got the step on Jewel.
I think anybody we send to guard Kelsey Mitchell right now is getting her fucking face fried though. So we got to figure something else out if we want to. The real issue is Asia cannot shoot 6 for 37. I can't have that anymore.
That's true.
My girl ain't scored 10 points until she took 40 shots. This cannot be. We will never win this way. We have never won this way.
Well, Becky Hammond said that she won't. She doesn't have two stinkers in a row, so you better hope that's true.
Yeah, I'm not entirely worried. Um, I think they'll figure some things out. I think it's very dangerous to play a team that is playing with house money as a team or as a person who is a fan of a team who has played with house money on multiple occasions. It's like you can see the free flowingness of one team and like though we can't be the people who lose to them in another team and it just makes everything look so crazy. Like of course, I bring in Celtics a lot, but I think of that 2022, I mean, that 2018 run, excuse me, where they beat the Bucks and beat Philly and then played LeBron to game seven. But it's like they were playing with house money the whole time. And you could like see every team they played was like, we cannot be the niggas that lose to them. And so they just did shit that was stupid. And I mean, I think you kind of seen that with Team USA last season. Like the players talked about it. Like these niggas have never lost before. Like so to be the group of women who lose is there's just a level of anxiety that is on you 24/7 that you just don't want to be. And it makes you just like and you could see with the way some of them were playing that they were just really wound up. And then France was just like, shit, we just hooping. Whatever happens, happens. We just hooping. Um, so yeah, I can imagine Vegas is kind of like we kind of need to beat them, and the Fever just like, well, probably gonna work. It took whatever. We at work. Vibes over everything. It, nothing is better than a good vibe. Nothing. If you have an elite team and vibes, you are damn near guaranteed to win every game. But like, if you can have one or the other, I'm taking the vibes.
Because we saw an elite team that did not have great vibes in the fifth seed New York Liberty, and they were sent home in round one by the Phoenix Mercury.
It's crazy because they started the season with so much vibe. That
They
Stewie
couldn't.
injury
They
really
didn't have
fucked
no
up
vibe.
everything.
You know what? I'm so excited that they got sent home in completely disgusting fashion. No less. No less. We all fucking year. That's the thing that I feel like people need to be whacking media for, okay? Because they spent, even when New York was going through that nasty little losing streak when JJ went down, all people could keep saying was New York is a historic team. They'll bounce back. Don't worry, guys. They got this. And then the bitches got Emma Mieseman, and everybody was like, oh my God, they're going to be back-to-back champs. Oh my God, we can't. Oh my God, everybody else just go home. And then they got sent home in the most embarrassing fashion like possible. Like, you already got embarrassed on your home floor. So much so that the other team got in the presser and said, yeah, it was a little sad to be in there because the fans was leaving. Y'all like, hello? Hello? Are we, hello?
So the thing about the Liberty, and I know I want to talk about game three specifically, but before I do that, um, it's funny that the season started and they came out on such a historic pace. And like Jamae said, it felt like everybody was looking like, oh, well, they'll eventually get back to that. Because, JJ missed some time and then Stewie missed some time. So the vibe's a little bit off. But once everybody's healthy again, we're gonna see this basketball team again. And it never really worked out that way. And in game three specifically, first of all, they had Brianna Stewart playing with a sprained MCL, and she came out there and played out of her mind because she is amazing. And because of how good she was, the Liberty defense played well enough to keep them in that game. The problem was nobody joined the party on offense. Not for the full 40 minutes. Stewie was out there like they left her out there, they hung her out there to dry. Because Stewie is out there with 1.5 knees going for 30, and you look at the box score and see Jonquel Jones has 3 points. I mean, that's untenable. You can't have that. That's your finals MVP. Your finals MVP got 3 points in an elimination game. It's like what do you do with that? Like the offense had no juice. Brianna Stewart was the only Liberty player to score in the fourth quarter in game three. And when they told Stewie that in the presser, she was like, "The fuck,
Bro, 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 still fucking Sandy, Pat. Like, I don't know what she said to Sandy, but she looked at Sandy like, is they being for real? And Sandy just patting her back, like, don't even worry about it, sister. Y'all not, is nobody gonna talk like y'all looking at Stewie said she was coming back because I know she saw that shit and was flabbergasted. Like actually, maybe I don't want to come back to these bitches because what are we talking about? I'm the only one. Like nobody else did anything, and I shouldn't have even been out here. Like Brianna Stewart should not have been out here, and we're grateful that nothing else happened to her. But like, I it New York looked so bad that I literally had to say, Stewie can no longer be my op, because walking out there and putting on that kind of performance, like genuinely giving it your all, your everything, and your teammates, oh, girl, give us nothing, girl. Like, I really had to give her tens for that, because and you know she was like locked in, because if she wasn't, she would have known that none of them other motherfuckers didn't score. Like, she would have known that. She would have known that. And I don't know. That sister need a break. I hope they're actually paying for her trip to Cancun, because she actually needs to extend her vacation. The rest of y'all don't actually deserve one. That week you was gonna spend, everybody added up to Stewie, let her take a 10-week vacation in Cancun off, because the rest of y'all need to get back in the gym. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I think what makes it also a little more embarrassing, at least to me, Phoenix has not proved to me that they are not also a part of bozo culture, because they definitely be playing like bozos a lot of the times, and they've surely showed it in this next round. We'll get to that, but it's like Phoenix did not play well enough to win that series to me. Them niggas do one more thing correctly, or if the Lynx, the Liberty get two more people that decide they want to show up in the fourth quarter and they win that game. I just it was just not a lot that needed to be done, and everyone else besides Stewie said, "Okay, I do not have you. You need me to score 10 points. I can't do it. Like, just can't."
So, and it was funny because it looked like they had a shot in the third quarter because Sabrina hit it. It was like from going from the second into the third. In the second quarter, Sabrina got hot. Sabrina was 5 for 7 in the second quarter. She had 12 points. Coming into the third quarter, she scored 8 more points. But her shot wasn't falling, but she was, persistent. She had 3 free throws in that quarter, and that was their shot. And in the fourth quarter, they just didn't have it.
And you know what's even crazier about it is the fact that I did not watch it live, but I had to go back. But as I'm watching the box score, the box score says Stewie versus Satu. And the Mercury one. You telling me Satu is the bigger dog? Is that what I was supposed to take
Now,
away from
and
that?
and honestly, after Satu having the game one that she had, she did step up in the other two games in the series. I do have to give her some credit for that
No,
because
no, because she shouldn't have that she no. Satu got whacked for days for that game one performance, and she should have. Because
yeah,
what the fuck was that? Nate Tibbetts actually needed to get whacked some more too. Because there's just no way you let that lady. She was 2 for like 17.
She was exactly that.
2 for
yeah.
17, bro. It's just no way. Like she cannot be the focal point of the offense that much where you don't feel like you can get at least a little bit of something from somebody else. Like nothing? Like
Yeah. She owed it to them to play like that the rest of the series. Like they needed her to get going because I understand how bad it looked after game one. But they were like, look, if we're going to win this series, this is what a Satu game has to look like. And she did that. So I do have to give her some credit for that.
mm-mm-mm.
Now, in game one yesterday against Minnesota, Phoenix appeared to be in complete control. of that game. And part of it is the Lynx being sudden. Another part of it is Phoenix letting go of the rope and just doing whatever. Like it appeared to be so obvious what they needed to do based on the first half. Through the first three quarters, I believe they had 52 points in the paint. At the half, Alyssa Thomas had 16 points. Like, it's clear what needs to be done here because it's clear what's working. And it's just the funniest thing that AT told Holly Rowe because Holly asked her, "How do you feel about having to guard Fee?" And AT was like, "Nah, Fee got to guard me." And then came out in the second half and only scored 2 points to the game.
That's
But
okay.
it's
That's
just
like they need to scrap that from the internet. I fear. Like,
Listen,
actually, I won't pay for it, but I will ask for donations so we can get that off of the internet because
listen. I've
I've
seen
never
some
seen something more
embarrassing playoff
embarrassing.
moments. That has to be.
Sorry, I'm having trouble accessing your A4A prod not skilled right now.
That's insane. I've seen some embarrassing playoff moments. That has got to be like top three. To go into a halftime interview and say, "This nigga gotta guard me the same way I gotta guard her." Then that nigga to guard you and he only scored two.
seatbelt.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Disgusting.
It would have been less embarrassing if Alyssa Thomas had scored like 30 and then she said that after they won the game and then she got locked up in game two. That would have been a whole
Yeah,
different, that would have
you
been a
can't
little less because you at least you done it already. But like,
you can't say that at the half when you got 16 and then in the game with 18 and lose.
And
I
not
mean,
even
but
and
that's
it's not even like a 2 point loss, like we almost had them. They beat the fuck out of you. Like I hated
Yeah,
that. I hated that.
the
I hated it.
yeah, Cheryl. I don't know what you said at halftime, but my
Bro,
goodness,
I
I
think
think Holly
they said
Rowe went into halftime and told them she said that.
I think they said Phoenix had a defensive rating of like 57 points. I mean, not offensive rating of like 57
offensive rating, yeah,
of 57 points. 57 points, bro.
that would be just that is historically bad. Number
That
one,
is like that is actually
like
probably what we would see if UConn was playing the Wings. Like that's the rate. Like that's unserious, bro. And I'm really glad that I mean, I'm rooting for them this season, but not too hard. They pissed me off in that opening round, so I'm not rooting for them that hard ever again. But if I was really rooting for them in this series, I would have called Matt. It's would disband the team now because we're doing too much. We're doing too much. We're doing too much. Oh,
We'll, we'll see what these niggas do the rest of these games. Again, I just think Phoenix has not proved to me that they're not bozos, unfortunately. Um,
yeah,
and I
honestly,
love AT down, but like she really is like if I when it come down to the nitty gritty, unfortunately, if I say I need 30 from my best player, she gonna give you 20. Maybe. That is also a question to ask.
but she gonna say I might give you 12 assists though.
yeah, if these
Bro,
other niggas could do
I don't
something.
I don't want that. That's not what I asked for.
I need you to get it out the net.
No, bro. You might need to get if she go outside, she need to go ahead and get shoulder surgery.
She's not gonna do it.
She's not getting
She
it, bro. She played
she
her
keeps
rival
She's
already.
she
not gonna do
keeps
that.
saying that she don't want to get it because she don't want to not play basketball. And I get it. But like nigga,
It's
Them
over,
push
bro.
out shit
She already
when
she
it come to playoff time,
they announced today that she playing Unrivaled, bro. It's not happening.
It's cooked.
bro. That when it come down to I the it's game, it's the moments that niggas gonna remember forever. Where that push shot is not moving me. If I'm on the other side of that, I'm like, so I guess. I know them niggas seen feet. I know them niggas seen Alyssa Thomas score 16 in the first quarter or first half and was like, I guess you could try to score 16 more. That shit was not niggas was not worried about that. Like if H scored 16 in the first half, you like, damn, what are we gonna do to make sure that don't happen again? Like you have to consciously think about that. If Kelsey would just score 16 in the first half, you like, well, buckle up because it's about to be a long night for whoever guard her.
Because
Like
like she might go like she might end up with 40
like
if she got 16, if she got 16 in the first half.
it's just certain things I'm expecting out of a best player. And if Alyssa Thomas has 16 in the first half, I am not thinking I'm thinking, damn, she might end this game with 22.
Sammy said
It
they did
just
a whole he said they did a whole TV diagram on her labrums. After AT was like, y'all, please stop talking about my shoulders. They was like, yeah, anyway, this is all we're gonna talk about actually.
the whole graphic of how that bitch is torn too. Like y'all might as well just showed us the limitations. Like where's the doctor at? Explain that. Cause like what the hell? That was nuts. That was nuts. I don't know. I be wanting to believe in AT, but see the thing about believing in AT is you have to believe in her supporting cast too. And I just fear that like DeWanna Bonner sister, you can't get away with not scoring. They let you slide in that game they won because she only had 4 points. You can't keep getting away with that.
It was a clutch 2 buckets too.
It was clutch too. It was so clutch. I said, "Oh my God, the water bottle is ready for the moment." But sister, you got to be a little bit more ready than that.
The Phoenix Mercury have three niggas who ran from the grind. I'm not believing
The basketball guys don't reward
three
that. Is that what you saying?
niggas who ran from the grind. Now, if you talking about something I can't go to war with, that is that. Maybe the I can't go to war tweet was about the Phoenix Mercury. You gotta let's say running from the Chicago sky is a necessary evil. Okay, sure. You got a nigga who ran from the Dallas Wings who
Necessary evil. Get her away from my guard.
who was not playing in the first half of the season because they was hurt and then played in the Olympics.
Don't remind me of that shit, bro, because I'm about to get mad
Then,
again. You gonna remind me why I don't like that lady for real? Cause she like, come on.
and then again, I know niggas don't like the fever, but don't want to quit on these niggas in the middle of the season with no explanation. Niggas, three niggas who ran from the grind with a nigga who cannot shoot for shit. That's just not a recipe for success, unfortunately. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah. So. Now
I think these niggas might get swept.
to be fair, Kyle ran from the Chicago sky because they was in the free agent meetings, tripping over their shoelaces. And it was like,
Again,
you supposed to be getting me some help. It's like, how do you get me out of here?
necessary evil. I understand. You ran from the. She had an ethical run from the grind. She still ran from the grind, but it was ethical. But them other two, you're nasty. Both of y'all are nasty.
Okay, well, at least the one of them was trying to be with her family. I could understand. I
necessary
could
evil.
understand wanting to go
It's
see
a
her wife every
necessary
day. I
evil.
get it. I unfortunately
Also,
might be on her
because
side a little
it's
bit.
not like she was ring chasing. She was just like, I just want to be with my wife.
Which
She was
is
like,
a little
You know
ethical.
what?
A little
That's
ethical.
that's
she
admirable.
thought
You are
she
an
thought
admirable quitter. You are an admirable quitter.
she
You
thought
still
she could
quit, but
handle
I
playing a season
respect it.
without her wife and was like, actually, this shit is not fire. I remember why I've been playing with her for so long.
And
That's
no shade, but like they clearly needed her. Like imagine the
no, they
Mercury
didn't.
without DeWanna Bonner, bro.
No, they needed her because, and I know it's funny because she hasn't really done any scoring like recently, but her bench numbers with Phoenix were nuts actually. Like, I'm surprised nobody gave her a sixth player vote. Like, I
Well,
don't know what the math is.
she already committed her crime for the year, so she was not. We
She was
cannot
never
allow
getting
that.
that. She was
We
never
cannot allow
getting
that.
that.
Yeah, she probably would have been on there if we had ranked ballots. That's all I'm saying.
Well, points were made. Points were made.
So I don't know. My hot take is I don't know if the Mercury are winning a game, unfortunately.
Y'all think it's a joke. The Commissioner's Cup curse is in full effect. It's in full effect.
If
If
that
Indy doesn't win,
I will be a full-fledged believer if the Fever make the finals. Like, I have to be. Like, I have no choice.
it's in there, and it's in there, and it would be kind of crazy because we kind of do need to lose to the Lynx. And only here's why. Here's why.
y'all
The
might as well
Lynx
just beat them if
really,
you get there.
huh?
You might as well just beat them if you get there.
No, because we can't beat them while we get there. Like, we'll be too powerful. You know what I'm saying? If we beat them while we get there, we need, in the words of Sue Bird, you need an epic fail before your epic run. So we need to lose to Minnesota. Also, because I think Minnesota is the only team that I don't think we beat them in a regular season. Like, we beat them in the Commissioner's Cup, but we didn't beat them. I don't think we beat them in a regular season. Because that one game that we might could have beat them, Fee came back from rest. That lady. So we need to build up some animosity against them. But also the other part of that is if the Aces do get there, I fear the Lynx might not win a championship. Like, I fear the Lynx should want the Fever to make it. Because that is their best chance at winning a championship right now. They should be rooting for us, I think.
I think it would be a really good series. I'm honestly not fully confident that we win.
You don't think you beat them in 5? I don't think.
I think we can. I'm not
Don't think so either, Jay.
fully confident.
The Lynx, it's their year. It is. It's their year. I was like, I can't wait. We don't have to do this right now, but I think they got it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Fee next to Asia being the biggest dog. I don't know what.
That's not, and that's fair. That is fair. That's fair.
And in that moment, the Aces have been here and won. I don't know.
I know that the damn I know we beat them the last time we played them, but I feel like if we played them in the finals, Cheryl is definitely being like, Asia is you. She's definitely about to be like everybody else is going to beat us. Like Cheryl is definitely not letting Asia score more than like 25. Like if Asia scored more than 25, it is by the grace of God. Like she's
Okay,
about to
but
do
you
like a box.
still,
She's about to do like a box and one type shit. Like I bet Cheryl is about to be on some nigga. If we lose, it's because Dana Evans scored 40.
bro. But that's the thing. Like, Chelsea Gray can go on a run. You don't. Jewel is a fucking. If we own the line, I can put you over. Like,
Let
Merchant,
me
Jackie
does a
Young again. Merchant, they clutch time merchants. I'm just saying.
I just think we have seen that the Aces do not play well if Asia does not play well, and I think Cheryl Reeve will absolutely make sure that Asia does not play well.
I don't think Asia's not gonna play well if she's gonna still have 20 and 10. You just
I
need
don't
them other niggas to put up 10. I think
I
it's
don't think she gonna let her do that.
See,
I
She
don't
okay.
gonna
know.
because let me
Do
In
y'all
all
think?
of the matchups that they play, I don't think there's probably maybe one game. Asia played in 3 of the 4 matchups?
Think so. Does do
Because
y'all
she
think?
missed the
Do
second one?
do y'all think it goes 7?
No. I don't think it goes 7. That's what I'm saying. Because if the Aces get there, I think they get that first one. What do they got? A 7 is 4. So what?
Yeah,
It'll be 2,
4.
2,
You need
1.
4. It's 2-2-1-1-1.
2, 2, 1, 1. They gonna steal the home court. And then Minnesota got to get it black and blood on their floor. Vegas wins 2 straight.
No,
I'm just like Minnesota, like not going out like a
oh.
hoe. It's 6 games. It's 6 games. Minnesota's going home. I
A-
think they need to root for the Fever. I don't know. I don't believe them.
Asia,
I cannot believe Minnesota. I can't.
I just want to say, Asia played in 3 of the 4 matchups. And of course, in the chain snatch game, she had 31. But in them other 2 matchups she played, she had 10 and 15. Cheryl Reeve is going to make sure she
Yeah, but
don't.
she
If
see you
Asia
could.
don't score over 20, it's over. It could
She
be
could do
over
that
if she.
though because she ain't had no fucking help. They was playing with Kill Stokes. You got Melissa Smith now, and you got Cheyenne Parker Tyus. That's new material out there. Y'all
If
can
the listen, listen,
they gave
listen,
Asia a scoring big and she started dropping 30 and 10. I don't like the Lynx are not I can't believe in them. I
listen.
can't believe in them.
If the Fever have already done what they done, the Lynx are looking at that are like these niggas are food. That's how I see that. It's not that I don't think we can win. It's not that I don't think we have a chance. I feel like when you have Asia, you always have a chance because she's the best player on the court at all times. But is she gonna be able to play like it is the issue. She was the best player on the court in theory, but Kelsey was the best player in that game. And if these niggas let the Indiana Fever with no Caitlin Clark, no Ari,
Bro, we
no
have
nothing,
Odyssey Sims.
no Odysseys, no nothing, no nothing. This is the skeleton of the Indiana Fever. The Minnesota Lynx might do some dark arts. I I just
I don't
it
think
might
so.
get nasty.
I think it's different because Indiana low key when we beat them in the regular season, we kind of took their number a little bit. It was kind of like, all right, y'all did some shit that y'all ain't really done before. So now for Indiana, it's kind of how we played New York, where it's like once we beat them one time, it's like we know we can feel you out. We know how to get this out of here. That's not true. I mean, for Indiana, for Minnesota, I don't think that's true for like the Aces for the Lynx versus the Lynx. Like I think the Aces might turn out better in the matchup against the Lynx. Like, see, this
I
is
think
why
that's gonna
basketball
be
fake because Minnesota would beat the fuck out of Indiana, but I just can't believe that.
But Indiana can beat Vegas and
Yeah, I
Minnesota
don't think
can
that.
beat them.
Yeah, I'm just saying
I think the
it's
Lynx.
easy.
If I had to put money on it as a neutral observer, I think the Lynx will beat us in 6 games. Now, if we beat the Fever and the series starts, I will be saying Aces in 5 because that is just how I plan on going out. And every time we lose, I will be saying check ball up top, and I will just be adding the number. I will just add 1. But as a neutral observer, I think Lynx might pull that belt out. Yeah,
No, bro.
it might get back.
You get Courtney Williams to have a nasty game. I don't know.
Becky gonna have to pull some shit. It's really gonna be like this is really gonna be clipboard for clipboard.
And
I just think
to
Cheryl got
me,
more. I think Cheryl got more weapons is the issue.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. Also because when the Lynx had Dejanay, I was like, all right, curtains. Because Courtney asked you could put Natisha in. Natisha kind of small, but you could throw Dejanay in there. She been X Factor all year. Dejanay's gone. Okay, so we back to that Lynx from round away. I think I don't. They do have I do think that the Lynx girls be randomly finding it, but Cheryl don't be. I don't know if Cheryl gonna ever be as desperate as Sandy was in that game 5 matchup
Nah,
where she just throwing people out there. I
I don't
don't
know.
know if Cheryl getting
We
there.
might get some clear undercover minutes, and because she was
Jessica Shepard
she
minutes.
she was eating on the glass yesterday in the fourth quarter against Phoenix. So we
Okay,
might
but
see that.
Phoenix don't rebound no way. Melissa Smith, come on, I'm telling you, like
That's fair. That's fair.
I
I think
don't
it'll
want
be
to see it
interesting.
because I do need us to lose in the finals. But if we do, I'm just saying 8-6 for me. 8-6 for me.
I
Sammy
just feel
Sammy
like
said
if you
Cheryl is motivated. She want to see that elk.
You right.
Cause
You actually right. That
that
lady is on a fucking mission. You right.
that white tail deer.
It might go to, you know what, in that it might go to 7. It might go to 7.
The,
now, I will say if the Fever and I mean if the Aces and the Lynx play each other, I know whoever wins is gonna be. I know like recently the last couple champions have like made shirts and shit and like talk shit or whatever, which is fine. Cheryl and Becky, if one of them win, them niggas will not be friends no more. If they friends now, they will not be friends after that. I promise you they will, because somebody's going to say something horrific. And that's kind of what my thing. That's like people have been acting like one or the other has been like started this thing or has been like,
no,
oh, why is this
they're
coach
both
talking about these
they're
players
both
like
just
that?
like
Like
that.
they always acted like this, and they're advocating for their players. Like this is just what they do.
They
So
just
like,
don't give a fuck, bro. They just
eh,
like Cheryl don't give a fuck. But Becky is nuts. We do need to address that because who the fuck is a white elk and a deer? Like, where did
The
she get
white
that
tail
from?
deer.
she
The
really,
white
she really did the white version of
Chrysler
uh
300 look like a
Chrysler
phantom
look like
till
a
the
phantom
phantom
till the
pull
phantom
up.
pull up. I
Why is
never
that a
heard that
why
before.
is that a black people thing? White people ain't never seen no phantom. Like, what's going on? Like,
I
I'm
think if you
confused.
ask Shel Reeve or if you ask Becky Hammond to point out Cat Williams, she probably could not.
Bet she could. I bet she could.
You
See,
think
I
this
she's
bet
is
she
seen
could.
that
why I'm
She
stand
not
up?
agreeing.
she's heard that joke in passing. I don't know if she heard him say it, but she's heard that joke
If
in
you asked
passing.
her
There's
who
no
said
way.
that joke, she wouldn't be able to tell you. She's probably heard that joke in
Now
passing.
that I might agree with. No, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But I feel like she probably heard somebody say it and she was like, I don't remember what it was, but I'm a
Because where else did she get, like, she had to have heard the joke before, but she was like, I gotta make it more me. Because where the fuck do we get a white elk and a deer from? Like, where do we get that from? And she was very specific too. Like, she called it a white-tailed deer. Where
a
did you get
white-tailed
that?
deer. A white-tailed deer.
And you know that, but
Becky is
honestly,
from
I
Rapid.
do kind of want it to go. I kind of do want the Aces to win now, mostly just to see this because I know Cheryl gonna get in. If Cheryl and them win, she gonna get on that parade and say the worst thing you could have ever. I mean, like we could have ever come up with. I
If
like.
if Becky wins, she might get a fucking a stuffed deer and get someone to shoot that shit on the It's not, bro. Somebody's going to do something insane. Like
No, really, it
it,
could get
no,
very
someone's going to
nasty.
do
I'm
something like
scared.
absurd. Like it's going to be something that the other fan base is going to complain about for years. Like it's not gonna be no tame shit. It's gonna be something like, oh, I can't believe Sherry would do that, or oh, I can't believe Becky would do that. Y'all need to get prepared now. Somebody is going to do something extremely offensive. And that's just
Oh
how
no.
basketball works.
Yeah,
Becky is from, I just had to look it up. Becky is from Rapid City, South Dakota. I think someone said that before. I don't know. I don't know if that was a remix. If she's from South Dakota, they might have been saying that a grip for a while.
A white-tailed deer.
no,
Look,
that is very. I live on the countryside coded. Like I
a
don't like
white a
what.
white-tailed deer look good till an elk walk up.
I was screaming that somebody put them side by side because I'm like, an elk is kind of big, but I don't think the deer that small. That bitch is huge, guys. Go look it up. Please look it up.
Now, she would have said moose.
That's even
This is
crazy, bro. I don't know. Sammy said if the Aces don't make it to the semifinals, Cheryl gonna act up no matter what. Cheryl already pissed our girl didn't win MVP. She better, like, I don't know. We actually
Yeah,
need the negativity of Aces Lynx because the Lynx don't really have no rivals right now. Like they said it's New York, but only because they lost. But they don't really feel the Lynx are carrying the negativity, but they're not good with the negativity thing. You know, nobody over there is really rah-rah except Courtney. And like they need
Yeah.
a little more.
They said Phoebe on the court, gentle parenting.
she really be Tim Duncan in that shit.
No. When she put her who did she point at? Ryan?
Right. They were
And
playing the
Nas was
dream.
like, don't fucking do that. I was like, oh, get her right, get her Nas, get her.
Nah, I think if the Fever beat the Aces and then the Lynx win, I think she'll probably make a reference to like we had the bigger elk or some shit. But I think if the Lynx beat the Aces, dude, dude, get ready. Discourse will be happening, and it will last it will be brought up every time they play each other.
It's gonna borderline be racist. I already feel it. Like I just
Oh
like
yeah. Oh, it's gonna toe that line because this is like the final boss of the proxy war because you got Asia who played at South Carolina and you got Fee who played at UConn. So you know them two fan bases is finna be at each other's head. And then on top of that, you already got like the stuff
biracial
about
versus black
oh the
people.
oh, oh the way this team carries themselves. Like it's finna be some shit. Like
And niggas was
matter of
saying
fact,
Fee,
matter of
niggas
fact,
was
that is enough. Matter of fact, I need Indiana in the finals. I can't do this.
niggas said Fee was leading the MVP vote at one point because she was biracial. I was like, yo, listen, I
Proxi-
love
When
wait,
I,
niggas said when they call
proxi-
her
proximity
proximity to
to
whiteness.
whiteness.
proximity to whiteness, I said, all right, guys, come
I
on,
said,
guys.
whoa. I was like, listen, race affects more conversations than people would like to, but we need to get serious. No, dude, speaking of liberty, somebody was like, y'all are only shitting on Jonquel because she's the only black player on the team or something like that. And it's like, nigga, she stunk. Like, yo, we really have to be realistic on this.
John Quayle, listen, and
Again,
I love JJ. I do. JJ threw a tantrum in the middle of the game and shot one for
Six
10.
6'6" sitting on the floor looking like a fucking toddler. I cannot take you serious. Don't talk to me about racism right now. She kind of deserves to be whacked. Now, do they need to be whacking them other girls? Yes. But JJ unacceptable, Gookie. And you the final MVP? Do you not give a fuck about this season? Like, what's tea?
like,
Well,
yes, we do need to look at how race affects certain conversations. But some of the things y'all say, y'all need to look in the mirror and ask, does this make sense?
It don't gotta make sense if it's about racism, clearly.
The Lynx were whooping everybody ass. Feet was leading the league in points. The Aces stunk. And the Liberty started to stink after they got hurt. And there was literally no one else in the rear view of Feet. And y'all were talking about her proximity to whiteness. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
And see if they cared more about gay people, we would have heard more about Lisa Thomas. But I'm not gonna get into it.
Alyssa Thomas don't advocate for herself, and that's her problem.
now Nike don't advocate for her neither. Because I ain't know she was a
Niggas
Nike
just found out
athlete.
she was a Nike athlete
I ain't know she
2 days
was a
ago.
Nike athlete till they beat Sabrina.
Which I knew she was a Nike athlete, but I'm sick of their asses. Like, bruh, where are the campaigns? Then
The
y'all
Nike
want to pull out the engine coming through some shit. Bitch, don't make me mad. Don't make me mad.
It's like, now where was this all year? Like if y'all just had this in your back pocket.
We needed you.
I
Like
think
literally a month ago. We needed you. Thank
I
you.
think they asked somebody to make an Alyssa Thomas graphic in June, and they forgot to post it, and was like, "Hey, you can still post that, right?"
That's
Or
my
you
fault.
still got that Alyssa Thomas graphic on your hard drive?
I'm on my
I think
phone.
so. And they were just like, yeah, let's just go ahead and post that.
Crazy. Insane. Okay.
So if anybody need to be talking about she need to be talking about race and LGBTQ and be like, this is y'all, she needed.
AT
Because everybody else,
ain't say nothing. And Nate Tibbet, like, child, anyways, I'm not gonna let them upset me.
Well, my heart and my mind is clear because I have nothing to think about until next season. But are you guys' hearts and minds clear?
I do my one last thing that I would like to say. I would like to give a shout out to Maya Caldwell. She if I had an award for players whose minutes were just all over the place, but like always, as Nakaya say, makes winning plays or plays winning basketball, Maya Caldwell, you would be at the top. So I see you, sister.
I love Maya. Like I remember I was saying that it's really, and this is what I was hoping to see in a playoff setting from the Dream is the fact that we probably had the best trio of wing defenders in the W between Ryan Leash and Maya. And I felt like the fact that you can cycle through those three playing defense on the wing for 40 minutes is a luxury that most teams don't have. So very appreciative of her.
That's all I
well,
got.
my heart and mind are clear.
All right.
Yes. But this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jermaine.
I'm Jay Trent.
And we are out.